First of all, Ernest, I would like to start off by giving a shout out to FYF Sports Debates Podcast. I really love that podcast. I really do.
FYF Sports, man. It's Lamont, man. We back, man. Another show. Man, I had to open it up today. This is just a open debate. And the reason I got to do an open debate show is because it's just been so many people out there with these crazy opinions. They are either this, they are either that. Now you got your opportunity. Now you got your opportunity. Open debate panel, any topic that you want. A lot of people been crying about this Scottie Pippen take. It seemed like everybody up in some weird uproar because I'm starting to show proof of what Scottie Pippen actually was. Now y'all got to start showing them appreciation. Y'all getting mad at me because I'm telling people, how can a role player make all NBA first team 3 times? How can a role player be all defensive team 8 times? How can a role player be in the MVP conversation 2 separate years? Y'all get mad at me. So it's just an opportunity for people to actually pull up. I want to see who is actually gonna hit the link, man. 109 people in here. I don't expect tonight's live stream to be very long. I don't expect many people. I expect when I drop the link, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same people clicking the link, pulling up. We're not gonna see no new faces, no new names. Nobody's gonna have the balls to step up to FYF Sports. I opened the panel up. Right, I had to kick. Only reason I had to kick Herm off yesterday is because Herm just makes for bad podcast audio. I don't know. Like I said, I don't really like talking about people with special disabilities. I just believe that Herm has one of those special disabilities. Just blurt stuff out. He has to ad-lib everybody. No self-control, completely messes up the audio, makes it extremely hard to transfer the sound to Spotify and other platforms because you have somebody talking in an uneducated tone, short bus tone, just blurting stuff out on a random. See, Herm's there right now. Now he's saying drop the link. See, he types like a regular person, but when he starts to talk, he talks like he might be touched. Right? His basketball takes are even worse than that, bro. It's facts, J Mar. Herm is always good for a new quotable. Kukoc was better than Pippen. Herm comes with a quotable, and then earlier today he sits there and tries to deny it. I didn't say that, and he tried. No, you said that, Herm. Like Herm, this ain't Ticket TV. We actually we will actually fact check that whole statement. We will dig through articles, everything, just to come back just to say you was wrong. This ain't them other platforms like Ticket and stuff where people just cuss you. Nah, we will actually fact check you. Danny Mac, I gotta go with Herm. Because look, Herm, the one thing I've figured out about Herm, though. Herm is one of the most fraudulent basketball minds in the community. He'll come over here and say, nah, I don't hate LeBron James. But then I was just listening in on Ticket Channel today. And then some dude said, nah, you just admitted that you's a LeBron James hater. His opinions ebb and flow based on where he's at. Salute to A-Weezy Bang, man. I got to tap in on the Laker game, man. Let me get some NBA score updates before I drop the link and let everybody in. Oh, we got to see what the scores are. I know the Lakers, man, were just getting rained. Threes were just getting rained on the Lakers today. They can't defend a lick today. And Russell Westbrook is just giving the Lakers every reason in the world to trade this man. I mean, and 105, 106. So they have cut the lead down. I'm going to be monitoring that game. I'm going to be monitoring the score, man. Like, I want to see the Lakers do well, but the Lakers got to find a way. When they're playing bad teams, they got to find a way to get separation, especially in the fourth quarter. I think the Lakers had an opportunity against the Pacers in the first quarter. That's where you build up that early lead. You weather the storm in the second and third quarter. You close them out in the fourth. And I think that's what they've been struggling out. They open up the games lethargic. I don't think it doesn't seem like they have a true offensive game plan to start. It seems like they're just passing it around, hoping to find things. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they struggle with opening game sets and even in-game sets. He says AD's jumper is broken again. He's trying to get his rhythm back. He was out a ton of games. Facts, Weebay. That was light work, man. Yeah. Hey, look, and if y'all don't know, y'all can check it out. Ticket and Ticket TV, the people over there have been calling me out. I go over there. And the one thing I got to admit, salute the Ticket, man. Very cordial over there. But, man, the people on this panel, they lost their edge. They lost their edge. Ticket's the same. The people on this panel, though, they completely lost their edge. They have no backbone. They have no real takes. I'm listening to the new guy who was over here. I forget his name, man. I'm talking about completely dismantled Elder this afternoon in about 4 seconds. Completely called you changing your top 10 up. That. I mean, I forgot his name. Hopefully he pulls up today. It's like one something. Or I Blaze or something like that. Completely dismantled them. But they've lost their edge. And they've lost people like C. Hill. I mean, I believe C. Hill still pulls up over there, but he wasn't there this morning. And nobody really does real research. And again, I ask basic questions because I'm at the point now where I feel like I need to elevate Scottie Pippen a lot higher. Nobody is giving me a good explanation as to why you call Scottie Pippen a role player, yet he made the first team All-NBA 3 times in the 90s. He made 7 All-NBA teams. He made 10 defensive teams. But yet he's a role player. If Scottie Pippen is a role player and he did all of that in the 90s, then the 90s was exactly as I stated. It was completely hot garbage. I'm gonna drop the link for Herm. I know Herm. See, this is what's gonna come in, y'all. This. I'm gonna tell y'all what Herm's gonna do. First, we have a no cussing policy. As soon as I drop the link, Herm is gonna come in here and he's gonna cuss. Right? No discipline, no self-control. One of those special abilities just kicks in and he can't think straight once he gets on the panel. Mahart, salute. He says LVZ. Say less. Hitman X. Don't go to ticket because he brings stupid people to his panels. I don't even want to say they were stupid. I just think a lot of them had extremely very, very like casual takes. Like, I feel like you have a ton of people over there that is scared to make a bold prediction or take or say something risky. You know, give a something you've been thinking for the longest, and you just want, like, they scared to just be honest. But they all have the Mr. Moss syndrome. The Mr. Moss syndrome is go to Basketball Reference, identify every game that you can find where a player scored under 10 points and talk about those games. BZ Bang said Russ's ass, so Russell Westbrook must be selling the game. Russell West, I don't know if you can play Russell Westbrook late game at this stage. 105, 106. Is that still the score, y'all? Is it 105, 106 still? I got the score on my end. I got 105, 106. Let me go to ESPN. Maybe that's going to give me the most updated scores. We're going to be dropping the link, y'all. All the topics are on board. Scottie Pippen, Steph Curry, 108, 109 Indy. Okay, cool. Damn, why is all the scoreboards behind? All the scoreboards are behind. Salute, A-Rab Warrior 234. Appreciate. Okay, I got the updated scoreboard right here. 108, 109. And the Lakers need these wins right here, y'all. And any win that they can grab prior to the All-Star break, they need. They need. And it says LeBron James turnover. Did LeBron James just turn the ball over? And the crazy thing, so the Lakers took the lead by 2 and then gave it right back and then turned the ball over. Late game. Value every possession. Now, Miles Turner turns the ball over. LeBron James just made, hold on. Hopefully this is accurate. It says LeBron James just made a 25-foot 3-point shot. Hopefully I'm not ahead of y'all TVs. Oh, he misses a 25-foot 3-point shot. They just corrected the language over here. Schroeder with the offensive board. Soon as this game, man, I'm dropping the link, man. People like Herm, everybody, y'all can get y'all have an opportunity to come up. Bogus ass offensive foul. Shooting foul on Buddy Hield. Can they make free throws? Can they finish games? It's been their biggest struggle. Finishing games, late game finishes. You got to take Russ out. They're a much better team with Rui in. Not for sure what their exact late game lineup would be, but you cannot include Russell Westbrook. LeBron James does make that free throw. Tie game 109. 225 people in the building. Salute. We're going to be dropping the link. Open season. Anybody can pull up for the debate tonight. If you've had something on your mind, if you feel like you can ether me, if you feel like I was wrong on any particular take, now's your opportunity to come pull up. Now's your opportunity to pull up. If you want to come up here, even if you just want to come up here and complain about LeBron James, do that too. If you're mad that he about to break the scoring record, go ahead and complain. I'm going to let you get it out your system tonight. We're not going to be live long, y'all. We're not going to be live long because I know all the people that talk the most junk in the comments. And yeah, if y'all don't really look, when I look at my YouTube studio, I have a whole bunch of comments. It's a whole bunch of y'all commenting. I be looking on some of my community posts. It'd be just threads, 200 and 300 messages between y'all just going at each other. Lakers 112, Pacers 111. 13 seconds in the game. Can the Lakers close is the biggest key. This is one of those swing games. They need this. They need something to jumpstart a win streak. And somebody just said overtime. Andrew Brown just said overtime. Overtime? You must be way ahead of us. Oh, you might be right. Patrick Beverly misses the free throw. Herm said, I'm still blocked. Unblock me. Block. Oh, in the StreamYard, I accidentally blocked you the other day. I'll unblock you, Herm. I honestly don't even know how to unblock people. I got to go to my settings, figure it out real quick. All right. Now I took care of it for you, Herm. Now you not. Patrick Beverly misses both free throws. Herm, I just said I'm not allowing people in the stream until the game is over, man. You can sit in the backstage though. Hey, make sure we hit the Cash App tonight, man. Let's support FYF Sports, man. We got a ton of stuff that we trying to do over here. Come on, y'all, hit that Cash App to support before we go live today. Hopefully, we have people that pull up with their hot takes. Let's see if people come with facts to support and back up the things that they say. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and let Herm up, y'all. Well, I need a few good laughs anyway. Hold on. They added time to the clock? They added time to the clock. He says Pat and Russ are useless. All right. Look at Trey 82, man. Y'all Laker fans just be having bad energy, bro. Yeah, Pat Beverly missed both free throws, yo. I'm going to go ahead and let Herm up, man. Let's go ahead and see what he got. What you got, Herm, man?
Yeah, man, I see you fired your shots. I ain't gonna curse because that's what you expect me to do. So I ain't gonna give you what you expect, homie. But let me tell you, you have one of the worst takes in the last couple of years. Because let's start out with the worst take that you came up with.
What's
You
that?
said Russell Westbrook is the third best option in the NBA when the trade first happened with the Lakers. I was the very same cat
Hold on.
that told
repeat that again. Repeat it again.
You said that Russell Westbrook was the third best option in the NBA when that trade.
So you saying I said? So that's what I said was. I said out of all of the third options. No, I said out of all of, at that time, out of all the third options in the NBA, you'll be hard pressed to find a better third option.
Well, you sure were proven wrong on and on top of that.
And he's no longer a third option. He's actually a sixth man right now. Oh, game is over. Lakers win. I don't know. I don't know. Let me run through these stats real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't know how the Lakers won this game, y'all. The Lakers played some of the worst defense that I've ever seen this game. Tyrese Halliburton got every single thing that he wanted at the rim. Russell Westbrook played atrocious basketball. He did have 10 assists, but 4 turnovers. But Halliburton seemed to do whatever he want on the court, and the Indiana Pacers hit so many threes, I didn't think the Lakers would be able to recover from this one right here. Let me go to the full box score real quick. He says they win because it's the Pacers and AD, but but the Pacers have been giving a lot of teams good challenges, so let's not act like the Pacers have been pushovers this year. AD, for as much as y'all want to complain about AD, everybody's been talking about his jumper, 31 points, 13 to 27. They don't win this game without him. The Lakers as a team shot horribly from the three-point line, and this is what I don't understand. They shoot 6 to 22 from the three-point line, and they still find a way to win this game. The Pacers, on the flip side, shoot 16 to 41, 39% from the three. Remember, the Pacers had 7 threes in the first quarter. And you know what? A win is a win. You got to take them however you get them. So I know the Lakers are happy to be walking out of Indiana with the win, but as a coach and a coaching staff, there's a ton of things you're going to have to fix, because the Lakers the Pacers in this game, they were getting whatever they want. Aaron Nesmith, 5 of 8 from 3. Tyrese Halliburton, he probably started chucking up too many threes, 4 of 13 from the three-point line. But it just seemed like in that first half, they were just raining threes. So, salute to the Lakers for pulling out this win. We're going to run through the other scores real quick, and then I'm going to drop the link for everybody to pull up. 233 people in the building. Let me double check right here. Make sure nobody hit the cash app, because sometimes I've been forgetting to give you guys y'all shout outs when y'all do donate, and a lot of times it's too late. So I want to make sure. Okay, so nobody's hit the cash app yet. All right, so let's give a quick score update. Lakers win the first game of the night, 112-111. Golden State's playing right now. They're up 18 to 17. Dallas is beating the life out of New Orleans. They're beating them by 30, 62-31. Chicago's beating Charlotte 63-56. New York is beating Miami 81-76. And the Cleveland Cavaliers are up on the Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies, who are in a massive slump, they can't get nothing going, man. And so that's the score update for the night. Let me drop this link one more time. But Herm, you can go ahead with your take. You said I had one of the worst takes on Russell Westbrook. I think you misquoted me to a bit, but go ahead and go ahead and get it off your chest.
I just said what I said. For your take, because you had high hopes when that trade was happening for Russell Westbrook. It didn't pan out. End of the day, I was on that same day you said what you said. I've been telling folks for the last couple of years what the Lakers were gonna be, a bottom feeder team, and the folks not gonna make the playoffs again just because they're just not that good. And Russ is one of the main reasons. But before that, that's what I wanted to mess with you about, because you talk about I got bad takes. That's a hell of a bad take right there. Saying that Russ was the best.
There's a difference. So there's a difference, here. Here's the difference.
Because you trying to say that's a prediction that you was trying to make.
There's what I'm saying is.
That's how you justify.
What I'm saying is, we all can forecast predictions. We all can have finals predictions. Things. No, that's just prediction. I don't have an issue with having a bad prediction. If I thought the combination of Russ, AD, and Brown was going to work and it didn't work out, I've said multiple times I was wrong about that. I don't have no issue with that. That's not no hot take. That's not nothing special. Everybody's wrong, and then to say you might have been right, well, you're going to be right because you're always going to side with the negative with regards to LeBron James. You're going to always take the negative side, and sometimes you're going to be right. Like, so for example, you're always going to predict that they're going to do bad.
I put my money where my mouth is, though.
I understand that, but I'm saying is what the thing is with regards to you and the Lakers and LeBron James, you're always going to bet to the negative, and then because they haven't hit their stride like a lot of people predicted they would, your negative, the negative predictions that you were making are coming true. But at the end of the day, we still at the halfway point of the season. The West is too close to call anything. You can have one good week or one bad week like the Utah Jazz. Utah Jazz was in second place, dropped all the way down to 10th in 1 week. That's how close the West is. So for me to for you, I want you remember your hot take right now is that you don't think the Lakers are going to make the playoffs. That's a very reckless and irresponsible take, knowing how close the West is right now. Just let it
But I'm
play
gonna
out.
tell
It's
you,
just
I'm gonna
predictions.
tell you how crucial. But I'm gonna tell you how crucial it is. Look how bad the Pelicans been playing, despite of the bad play they had and all the bad losing streaks they
Fix your
had.
mic.
They still
You got like some back feed coming out your mic, like your mic is crackling a little bit. I don't know what's
probably
going
the
on with it.
car speaker. Probably the car speaker. Give
Yeah,
me
if
a
you can
second.
fix
I'll let the next
that.
person know.
Yeah, if you can fix that. Salute, we got OJ did it, man. Salute to OJ did it pulling up, man. I don't know if I've
What's
seen
good,
him on the
boss?
panel. What's good, man? Appreciate you pulling up, man. FYF Sports, man. What you got, man?
Hey,
What you
appreciate
want
you
to talk
having me,
about
dog.
tonight? Yeah.
Hey, man, I was looking at you when you was on Elder Show on the Players
Okay.
Choice, and you had you was talking about having Pippen over Akeem,
Mm-hmm.
and then you turned around and said you had Malone over Pippen,
Mm-hmm.
and I was trying to understand, like, if you can elaborate on that a little bit more, like how did you
Got you.
come up with that one?
So basically, and I've already done a top 20 video. Everybody knows that my top 20 in my top 20 based on my criteria, I do have Akeem over Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
That's so it was a bit of a troll on Elder's logic. So, and this is my thought process on it.
For sure.
When you have Scottie Pippen and you have his resume, let's just exclude winning right now. Scottie Pippen's resume consists of he's first team All NBA 3 times. He made 7 All NBA teams in it throughout his career. He made the defensive team 10 times, 8 of them first team. All-Star Game MVP, third in MVP voting in 1994, sixth in MVP voting in 1996, and that was alongside of Jordan. So when you have all of that, so that's his resume for the bulk of his prime. Okay, and then we know Hakeem's resume. Hakeem's resume, statistically and accolade-wise, that's going to outpace Scottie Pippen. So we know Scottie ain't going to catch Hakeem in accolades or statistics. But now we going we know that both of them were top 10 players of the 90s. So we have Hakeem about right here. We have Pippen about right here. So Hakeem still got the slight edge. Now we're going to take Elder's main prioritization into context where he said, I prioritize winning. And that's how he ranks players. So now you have to take Scottie Pippen 6-0 and a ton of winning. And then you compare that to Hakeem Olajuwon and the winning if he did much. So obviously he went to 3 NBA finals. He lost 1. He had a ton of first round exits. He was able to get 2 championships, but that does not match or come close to what Scottie Pippen was able to do with the 6-0. So when you put winning as a priority, that puts Pippen up here and that will boost him ahead. That's if you truly prioritize winning. Remember, Elder said he prioritizes winning.
Right.
And how so if you prioritize winning, that's what it would do with Pippen. And if you prioritize winning, it'll take a player like John Havlicek, whose numbers mirror that of Michael Jordan, and he's 8-0 in the finals, then you would elevate a John Havlicek over a ton of these guys. And so remember, he said he had Wilt over Bill Russell. How? If you prioritize winning, a man with 11 championships, he easily usurps all these guys. And so the question I had was, are you just saying you prioritize winning when it's a conversation involving Kobe Bryant or a player that you like? Or do you really hold that standard across the board with all players? Because remember, I asked him something about, he said he had like Barkley and these guys over Pippen. And I said, how? If you prioritize winning, they didn't win anything. He said, oh, they got to the finals. So if you consider winning getting to the finals, that means you got to have LeBron or Bill Russell or somebody like that as your GOAT, because LeBron's got to the finals 10 times. And he has the accolades and the statistics. He's all-time leading scorer. He has literally everything you need plus the winning. And so that's what I mean by, like, when your logic is so general that you can't really put we can't hold you to no real criteria, because you change it based on who we talking about. And that's where I call people to task. In my example, when I was on Ticket TV this morning, I said, if I tell you to make my top 10 everybody needs to average 30 points a game. But then you see somebody in my top 10 that average 25 points a game. You can be like, hold on. I thought your criteria was averaging 30 points a game. Why is he in here?
Yeah, I feel your point.
And that's the logic I'm using. So I just try to take people's logic and use it against them to see if the logic is fraudulent or not. If the logic is just to boost your player, or if you truly believe and prioritize winning, like you say, are you going to give Pippen his just due? Are you going to give John Havlicek his just due? Are you going to give Bill Russell his just due? And we know that he doesn't give Bill Russell his just due. He said that he doesn't like Bill Russell's competition. He's not giving him any credit because the NBA was divided with the ABA, and he don't like the level, so he don't respect it. So right. I mean, I just call out people's logic. Now, people get extremely emotional and get mad at me for calling out the logic. That's not my problem. A lot of people don't know what FYF means. It means fuck your feelings. I'm not here to cater to your emotions. I just look at flawed logic and I call it out. And I think one of the reasons why he asked JD to kick me off is because we were getting closer and closer to exposing that logic was extremely flawed.
Oh no, I feel you, but so your whole point was just to make sure you dissected Elder's whole point about winning, you know what I'm saying, the whole criteria.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, because we know he's found a way to elevate Kobe. And I think the sneaky way he's used it was a lot of people like to use the three-peat or the back-to-back championships. Remember, he talked about Tim Duncan. He said, oh, his championships was too spaced out. I don't understand that. Hold on. So now the criteria is your championships have to be bunched in all together in a small time frame? Like, I don't – it's very odd criteria to me. It's just a sneaky way to bump certain guys down, elevate certain guys up, but it really don't really make sense when you really think about it. That is the biggest issue, though.
Hey, for sure that. Hey, so, like, I remember you had said that he was saying that he got Charles Barkley over Scottie Pippen. Do you have Scottie Pippen over Charles Barkley?
Oh yeah.
Just I got the premise of winning, like the. You know.
Well, for me, my criteria is different. My criteria, I don't prioritize winning. I do not prioritize winning because winning to me is more so team than anything. If you have a bad GM, you're going to be stuck on a bad, like Dominique Wilkins, stuck on a bad team in the Hawks for a long time. Mm-hmm. So it's hard for me to say I prioritize winning with a player like Dominique because he ain't got the team to win. Like, he's just stuck out there with some, I'm not gonna say he has scrubs, but they were kind of average throughout his tenure there. He never had a star-studded team to compete. Now,
and people don't understand. Like,
so you think Scottie better than Dominique?
Go head to head with Mike.
Hold on, say that again.
Dominique used to outscore Mike when they used to win head to head.
I was saying, do you believe Scottie better than Dominique?
So here's what I think. I think Dominique is the more talented player. But in my rankings, I rank Scottie Pippen ahead of Dominique because he had the better career.
Understandable.
And like I said yesterday, sometimes having the better career isn't fair. Sometimes you luck up like Draymond Green, get drafted to the right team, and you can have a much better career than others because you just get put in the perfect situation at the perfect time. And you make the most of that. Now Draymond Green's going to be a Hall of Famer with 4 or potentially more championships if they can get another one. And that's because sometimes it's the right place, right time, perfect role. I don't believe Draymond Green's a Hall of Famer if he's on another team. I still believe he's a great defender, but winning championships and winning NBA takes a ton of luck. There's so many factors that have to fall into play that players can't control. So for me to say I prioritize winning, I can't. Because as we saw, as good as Jordan was in the 80s, he could not win until they put a team around him. He was arguably the best player in the league at one point in time in the 80s, but he couldn't win a thing because no team. So it's hard. I think prioritizing winning is bad logic because players can't control all of that stuff. And you just got to look at these players and you got to put as much into context as possible and then judge them off that. What were your thoughts on that? Like who would your top fives look like, OJ?
My top 5, I definitely would have Mike first, Kareem, I got Kobe in my top 5, Magic, and I'm gonna say LeBron.
Yeah, I mean, you look, and I can't knock that. Yeah, I can't knock that at all. I mean, and everybody has different things that they like about the game, where they gonna place guys. I think I talked about this on another stream. I said I feel like players from 2000 on up aren't getting a fair shake from some of the older talking heads. The older talking heads are putting criteria on these new players that makes it damn near impossible for them to crack the top 15. Like Steph Curry. Steph Curry has done more than most players in NBA history, but yet when you talk to certain people, they do not want to put Steph Curry in the top 10, even top 15. 4 championships, MVPs, Finals MVP. He has it. He's dominant scoring wise. I mean, he's giving you everything that you asked for plus some, and it's just like he can't even get a consideration. He can't even get fair shake. Like it's just starting to get ridiculous now. Let me give a shout out to Eastside. Salute to Eastside in the Cash App first donation of the night. Appreciate that, Eastside, man. Coming through big time, supporting the stream tonight. That's definitely much appreciated.
Hey, Lamont, dog, for sure. When it come to the new age players now, man, I just feel like it's just like now it's 55 players that's scoring over 20 points a game now. And a little bit of me just wanting to see it go back to just, when it went easy to just run across the lane. You know what I'm saying? When it was kind of harder to score, when it was only a handful of players that was averaging 25 points a game. I just feel like it's a little too easy right now for a lot of these players to score. And I feel like it's a part of the rules. Like, people want to blame the players. Like, human nature doesn't change. You feel me? It's really the rules, and like it's so many tit-tat fouls that are being called now. Like, they call a foul every 2 minutes when they play. And I feel like that slows the game down. It makes it hard to watch. Like, I'm watching the game now. Like, I'm watching the Cavs and Grizzlies game right now. And like, they playing real physical. I'm really enjoying this game because like it seems like they let them play a little bit. But like for the regular game, man, they always calling tit-tat fouls. And I just feel like they kind of holding back the enjoyment. You feel me?
And I think this is one of the things. Somebody brought that up before the other day, and I said this. Throughout from 1990 to 1999, the average amount of fouls called per game was 23. In today's game right now, just this year, the average amount of fouls called per game is 19. And so when people say there's all these fouls, the game was extremely slowed down in the 90s. The pace was extremely slow, and you had illegal defense, and a lot of the stars dominated the ball, held the ball throughout the duration of possession, slowed the game down to a bore. So anything is going to be faster than the 90s, and we're getting less fouls right now. And I was like, we got to appreciate what we're seeing because the game is improved from an era, the 90s, that people claim is one of the best, funnest eras of basketball to watch. The game has improved. It's faster. It's less fouls being called. You got, when you talk about more guys being able to score, I think that's just due to more talent in the league.
I was just about to say that.
Far superior talent.
Yeah, guys definitely today are more all around talented. Like, it's more guys today that can take you off the dribble. It's more guys that can run the pick and roll. It's more guys that can attack the basket.
Well, it's not even just that. Like, when you watch these guys train in the offseason, these guys train. They will train working on offense 7 hours a day. That means they working on not just beating the first man. They working on counters, how to beat the second man if he helps. They working on what do I do if it's a 7-footer? How do I like Halliburton was in the game today throwing up floaters over AD like it wasn't nothing. Just driving in, 7-footer standing right there, AD jumping his highest to block this thing. Just throw the little floater up. I mean, after blowing by other players, just to get into the lane, and it's just like, I mean, when these players is this gifted, what truly do you want them to do other than just defend as best you can and hopefully get an opportunity? Hopefully you can slow them down. And I think that's why when teams defend today, the goal is to keep the good players or to limit good players' shots on goal or possessions. and keep them out the paint. Because once players get into the paint in today's NBA, they just too nice. They finishing over great defense.
Great finishers today.
I just give them appreciation, man. Because I'm watching these players finish and score over athleticism and size, and it's just like what you expect these guys to do.
But also, do you think that the average IQ is the same as like 20 years ago?
I think the IQ is higher.
I was going to say it's higher, bro.
The IQ is higher.
The skill level, I agree with you with the skill level, like everything you said, with how they training on everything. Like even when they beat the first defender, they training on how to beat the second defender. I agree with all that. They very skilled and talented today, but just IQ wise, I mean, it's like sometimes when you watch some of the plays, when some players are attacking the basket, they'll like dish it out to the three. It's like they're contagious to just taking the easy shot. And I understand analytics and everything. I know the 3-point shot, has made analytics go up, and everybody want to shoot the three. Everybody think they Steph Curry. But why are so many young players, just living and dying by the three? So many young teams, bad teams, who just jacking up threes and just contagious. They're not really trying to take the easy shots, and that's like part of the IQ. I feel like.
Well, what's the easy shot is in a game where when the shot clock is ticking down. If you're forced to take a three, that's usually because that's what the other team is either giving you, or that's what you left with as the shot clock is ticking down. Like it's easy to say just drive and go try to score a layup, but I mean, you got players in the lane. Like imagine you playing the Golden State Warriors. They got Looney, Draymond, and Wiggins protecting the post. And then now as a coach, I'm saying, I want you to stop shooting threes. I need you to go drive and go score. Well, hold on. They got Looney, Draymond, and Wiggins protecting the rim. This is athletic, defensively high IQ players protecting the paint. Like over the course of 24 seconds, we got to get a shot up. Like what you want us to do. Like I think people disregard that. Like teams is just not letting you walk in the paint and score. So when you see teams like today,
the way the rules set up, the way the rules set up and everything, man, a lot of the teams like you really can just go to the paint. Because they not checking you. Like a lot of guys not good defenders nowadays. Like let's be real. Like when you watch the game, a lot of these guys are not good on ball defenders.
I got a question for you, bro.
I don't know about that.
Shoot it.
So you say it's easier to get to the paint and stuff like that, right? So when they changed the rules for Mike in I think 90 somewhere, was it easier to get to the paint for Mike then?
What rule did they change?
So
they remove hand checking in 93, 94.
Yep.
93, 94.
In a league with illegal defense.
I thought Mike played baseball in 94.
It began in 93. They remove hand checking.
Did Mike already win 2 championships before that though?
He did.
So like, what's your point?
But he's just talking about, did the NBA create an easier avenue for Jordan to score more and win more by making it more difficult to guard him? Because in a league that was,
but you can make that argument about the rest of the offensive players. You can make that argument about Glenn Robinson, Mitch Richmond, all the other great 2 guards at that time. So I mean, Mike was still on top before or after the rule.
I mean, but
Mike wasn't on top. The Bulls were on top.
Yep.
But we know Mike was the focal point.
Mike was on top. The Bulls.
Hold on. But we know it was the Bulls,
right?
Because
Bulls, great team. Now I was agreeing with y'all. Losing record. Great team.
Yeah, that's why I have to give it to the team, because until he got that good team, he had a losing record in the NBA.
Right.
He was getting beat by good teams. So when they start winning, I can't just say Jordan was on top. No. They all have played a role. Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, B.J. Armstrong, all these guys played a role in turning that whole thing around. Jordan could not win without him.
But
it wasn't a close comparison.
I mean, we said about all the other greats too, but we know Michael Jordan, he's the GOAT for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
He's the GOAT.
About all the other great players.
He is. I don't take that away from him. But when we talk about who was on top, it wasn't Jordan on top. It was the Bulls who were on top. When you played the Bulls, you had to beat the Bulls. You didn't have to just stop Jordan. You had to worry about a whole bunch of stuff that was going on. Pippen leading that defense, Jordan leading that offense. Horace Grant on the glass, also in the defensive backcourt. Super high IQ BJ Armstrong. You got guys coming off the bench. Phil Jackson and Tex Winters. That triangle. I mean, come on, man. You had all types of.
If you feel like the 90s defense was overrated, how many points do you think Michael Jordan would average?
Well, no, I'm not saying 90s defense was overrated. What I'm saying is I know for a fact that 90s defense was handicapped. They're handicapped because of the illegal defense. If I tell you as a defense, you can't help, you have to either choose to go double team and completely leave your man, or you have to stay within arm's reach of your man, but you can't play help defense. You can't be in between. You can't zone up towards the ball and create a barrier that, like they do with Giannis, to create a wall to prevent him from getting to the rim. Like we saw the Miami Heat create that wall to stop Giannis from getting to the rim. You couldn't do that in the 90s. This is why they would ISO everybody and run 1-4 flats on one side of the floor for players like Isaiah Thomas and Jordan so they could go ISO. And what happens is when you get great players like that in the ISO, it's going to be next to impossible to slow them down or stop them. But that's why the pace of play in the 90s was so slow, almost to a bore, because stars were just ball hawking, holding the ball like Ewing, like Mitch Richmond. That's what they were doing. They would hold the ball to about 10 seconds of shot clock, isolate on one side of the floor and attack. And it's too hard to defend. So you handicapped literally every single defense in the 90s with illegal defense. I'm not saying they were bad defenders. I'm saying we never saw what the best defensive teams could actually do if you took the handcuffs off. If you took the handcuffs off, maybe that Knick team could have zoned up and slowed up Jordan. Jordan himself admitted, if you allow zone in the game, it's going to take away from my individual dominance. If you allow a team like the Knicks, one of the best defenses of the 90s, to zone up, if you allow a team like the Pacers that already gave the Bulls problems to zone up with them big bodies that they had, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis, and it'd have been some problems.
And to add to that, Lamont, also, when I said the rule changes, they added the flagrant foul in 90-91, bro. Like, after, remember when Isaiah Thomas said they changed the rules for Mike? That's what he was talking about. Like those weren't the Jordan rules to where they was just fouling him. But when he did go to the basket, you could get away with, pretty much punishing him for, going up in there, knocking him, whatever. But when they introduced the flagrant foul in 90-91 was his first championship year, bro.
All right, but they probably should have been implemented the flagrant foul. Like, you shouldn't be able to just knock somebody's ass out just for going to the
basket. Yeah, I don't like using that against MJ because the league did that for player safety and to make for better TV.
No,
so
that's what I'm.
I understand that one right there.
I'm saying, like, the reason I'm saying that is because people keep saying they want to see physicality. Like, bro, I don't want to see nobody get their careers injured, bro, because that's basically what they were doing. Like, I don't want to see that type of basketball, bro. I don't. Like, I get it. I love defense. I love physicality, but not that type. That's not physicality.
Well, that's not basketball. That's not good
that's
defense.
not basketball.
When you hacking somebody and you got to knock them to the ground, that's because you trash at defense.
Yeah, I can't watch that.
So if the only thing you left to do is knock a player to the ground, that just tells me right there you a scrub. And I'm gonna go to the free throw line all day as long as you standing in the paint because you are a scrub. You cannot defend me.
And that's what people want to watch. Like, people keep talking about, oh, I want to see, they was physical in the 80s. Like, oh, okay, bro. So you want to basically see people get their careers ended. Like, good luck with that, bro. It's a reason why they changed that rule, bro. It's a reason why. Like, but people don't seem to understand that. Like, they just stuck in, oh, Mike played in the physical era, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, like, they also changed the rules too. Like, and people, they just dismiss that, like, and I hate that.
I think, like Mac Def just said, and I'll drop the link. I think it's dropped the link again. So Mac Def said, defense today is physical. It's just physical in a different way, right? When you're dealing with players that's extremely fast and skilled, and you can't hand check, and you have to actually sit in front of them and play sound defense, right? And actually in this era, you can actually hand check because we see guys when they drive, we see a ton of guys putting that one arm up. The refs usually don't call that foul until you put the two hands on them. So like the guy just said, he was watching the game right now with Memphis where it was a lot of physicality going on. So when we see the physicality, it's a lot of people, especially some of the older talking heads, when they see the physicality, they complain about it. When we have physical players like LeBron, like Draymond, like the Rudy Goberts, when we have the physical players, they complain about them. All the like I said on Ticket Show, all the guys that resemble 90s players are hated by 90s fans. Draymond is hated by 90s fans, but he plays like a 90s player. LeBron, physical, driving to the basket, high percentage layups all the time, hated.
And that's the thing too. Like, people keep saying LeBron can't play in the 90s. Like, do you know he would destroy the 90s? Like, are they serious? With the type of defense that they played in the 90s, he would destroy them.
Because
LeBron would definitely adjust to the 90s. Like
what?
Well, adjust. He wouldn't have to adjust. It would be an easier brand of basketball.
He would
that'd be like going from the NBA to the G League.
He has some adjusting to do now. When you talking about going to the lane versus Kevin Willis,
no adjusting, no adjusting at all. Because you can't tell me that a 220-pound Mutombo is gonna stop a 275 freight train and LeBron from getting to the rim. You can't tell me that these light set like a lot of these. You can't tell me Manute Bol, who weighed 190 pounds, 7'7", yes, but he's gonna do something with 275 freight train coming right into his chest
every time.
See like I'm saying? Or if you look at some of the defenders on the perimeter, y'all really gonna tell me if Glenn Rice gets matched up on LeBron on the perimeter, he has a chance? Chris Mullin, all these guys
destroy them.
Like, what I'm saying is, who's stopping him?
Like Scottie Pippen would guard LeBron James?
Hold on. Scottie Pippen would try to guard him.
I think Scottie Pippen would guard LeBron like amazingly.
No, he wouldn't, because Scottie Pippen's too little. LeBron James is a physical player. LeBron James is not beating you with speed.
How much did Kawhi Leonard weigh?
I don't know.
Him and Scottie Pippen probably around the same playing weight.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
at the end of the day, every time
Kawhi Leonard wasn't stopping LeBron.
Do you know he averaged 28 on him, bro? Do you know?
And Kawhi Leonard had the help of his own defense behind him.
Exactly.
Imagine having to play in the 90s and you are guarding LeBron and you know for certain ain't no help defense in sight. You on a goddamn island.
I'm talking about not even just against the Spurs, man. Like, just in the regular season games now, every time Kawhi Leonard matches up with LeBron James, he does a great job because he neutralizes the dribble of LeBron
Kawhi
James.
Leonard did a great job against LeBron because he's usually on teams that have good team defenses and they zone up on LeBron. Nobody in this league plays LeBron James one-on-one.
Thank you.
Who does
That's every great player, though. That's every great player.
Hold on, but in the 90s, you were forced to defend the best players one-on-one because of the illegal defense.
Not just LeBron. They really zoned up on every great player. Kobe, Duncan, anybody that they can zone up on. Giannis, like Lamont just said. That's pretty much any great player. Luka, that's pretty much any great player.
And if you're zoning up on these guys and they can't stop them, imagine if you put them in the 90s where you can't zone up and all they got to do is get through one guy.
Man.
And if y'all thought LeBron had
that LeBron that lanes in the 90s. I don't understand why people say LeBron.
I think a lot of you guys should be happy that he wasn't in the 90s.
I think he would destroy the 90s. I'm one of the ones that say he would destroy the 90s. I'm one of the ones that say that.
LeBron James.
I think he would destroy the 90s. I believe that. I honestly believe that. That's my opinion on that.
I don't think LeBron James got
Hakeem.
the mentality to.
Hold on, we got to do in the check name Hakeem. He's using Hakeem Olajuwon's name. So, yes, no help defense. If you want to explain to us where this magical help defense came from, the link is in the chat. You can hit the link, bro, and explain it. But I've done a number of breakdowns about 90s defense, and the help there was no help defense. Because with great
do is look at the tape.
With great players, once a great player gets into the lane, you are cooked. I don't care if you have. I don't care who's standing at the rim. If you allow a great player to get it into the paint, you are barbecued. I don't care if it's Alonzo. I don't care if it's Hakeem at the rim. These guys, especially a guy that's physical like LeBron, who's going to jump right into your chest. He would have knocked Olajuwon over. He would have probably dunked on Olajuwon a whole bunch, right? So you get like, bro, these guys, Olajuwon and Mutombo were light They were little guys as far as weight. They would not be able to withstand the physicality of LeBron. LeBron
How
would have
big is
just destroyed
KG?
him.
How big is Tim Duncan? And they did great jobs on LeBron.
No, they didn't do great jobs on LeBron. They had the luxury of playing in an era where you could wall up and you could defend LeBron James with bodies. Remember what Tim Duncan quoted? He says, "We guarded LeBron James with all five players.
Thank you.
Not just
That's how
with
you play
one."
defense.
No, but you couldn't do that in the 90s.
Yeah.
If you did that in the 90s, it's illegal
saying,
defense.
Like, the player who dominated the 90s was Michael Jordan. Are we trying to say that Michael Jordan, and we trying to say he's not the GOAT or something? Like, I'm trying to understand what we're saying about the 90s.
No, we're just breaking down basketball, bro. Like if you go back and watch Mike, bro, if you watch his tapes, you'll never see him get double like that, bro. If you really, really watch Mike play, bro, he was 1-on-1 95% of the time, bro. Go back to his last
Can
shot
I get a
against
minute?
Brian Russell, bro. He was 1-on-1. Nobody was there, bro. It was him and Brian Russell, bro.
Dog, I seen that.
Can I name some players that will stop him?
Go ahead,
I seen a lot of Michael Jordan footage, my guy, and I seen Michael Jordan coming off a lot of screens. He was so goddamn quick. They couldn't even stay in front of him. It really wasn't even no ISO stuff, especially early on in Michael Jordan's career. So I don't
We're
really
talking
know
about
what
when
you're
he was winning, bro. Not when he was winning in the 90s,
I'm just talking
bro.
in that first three-peat. It wasn't no too much ISO.
All right, bro.
It was.
Because you had a bad boy business.
Can I name some players that will stop him?
Bro.
It wasn't no too much ISO. Michael Jordan would come off the screens.
Hey, Lamont.
They would give him the ball, and then he'll move so quick. Like he was too fast, bro. Like can nobody even stay in front of him?
He did have a quick first step, though. He had one of the quickest first steps.
Hey,
Black
Lamont.
cat for real, man.
Mike was fast, bro.
Hold on. So imagine if you don't play,
Can I
if you
please
aren't
name
able
some
to
players
play.
that will stop him?
So say that one more time.
He said, "Can he please name the players that can stop him?"
Jordan.
Stop who?
Jordan.
Well, I'm not gonna ever be able to say one individual player because
Can I
no
please
coach.
name some players that will stop him?
Hold on, Gerald Henry. I'm gonna answer your question. As a coach, I'm not gonna be stupid enough to try to assign one player to stop a guy like Michael Jordan. If I can zone up, I'm just gonna say we're gonna go 1-3-1 matchup zone. When we're gonna ball pressure Michael Jordan. We're gonna make him drive one way, and when he drives, he's gonna drive into the
I
heart
said
of the
LeBron.
defense. Hold on. So what are you saying? What is your question?
Who the hell taking a piss, bro?
Yeah, but what the hell is going on?
Charles Barkley.
What
Yo,
the
they
fuck?
tripping on the screen.
Yo,
Lamont, you got these guys out here tripping on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know.
Charles Barkley stopping
LeBron James, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't
Bro,
know. I had
this
to let
shit
him go, bro. I
crazy,
didn't know
man.
what the hell he was talking about.
And niggas pissing on the screen and all kind of stuff going on. What is happening?
Hey, Lamont, I had a question real quick because I remember on the stream. I think on the stream, I seen the stream like it was like the other day.
This is crazy.
I think it was like what you call it? You would compare like Jordan, like DeMar DeRozan in today's game offensively.
Hold on, say that one more time.
No, I think I said it was on the stream. It was like a couple of days ago. I think you said you would like if you had to compare Jordan to somebody today in today's era, like offensively, it'd be DeRozan.
I said offensively, he would be DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, I agree. I think, but what I think like the more maybe it's just me. I think the more accurate comparison for like today's game would probably be Jimmy Butler because they could basically do the same thing. It's just that Jimmy Butler he actually a better defender than DeRozan, so I think he probably would match Jordan instead of DeRozan in today's era at least.
Man, Butler, neither Butler nor DeRozan have ever scored 3,000 points in a season with only 63s. Nobody's doing that today, bro.
I mean, because it's a much difficult era today, and it's much better defense.
No way, bro. All the top steals leaders and all the top block leaders.
All the top steals leaders. Hey, y'all know.
Hold on. This play right here, y'all. This play right here kind of defines how defenses were handicapped because I believe teams would have defended a lot differently. Okay, so obviously we see Jordan matched up on the perimeter with one man on him. With and we're gonna watch the drive. So I tell people this right here. You see the guy under the rim right here, right? even though he looks like he's about to go contest, I told you guys, when you allow a star into the lane, you're going to get cooked. I don't care if he's 7 foot or not. Stars who are that good at the rim, like Jordan's, that athletic, you're not stopping them once they get into the paint. And good defenses, a coach is going to say, we're going to stop him from even getting into the paint. That's what a good defense is going to do. So you can see
Jordan
time
was
and time
scoring
again.
thousands of points.
So
from
that's not good
mid-range.
defense?
No,
that's not
help
good
defense. Hold on, where's the help
Who
defense?
that Blatty?
Hold on, where's the help defense?
Pull up a
Blatty
Knicks
defense
game.
fucked that up, man.
Pull up a Knicks game.
Hold on.
Pull
Go
up-
back to
This
that.
game's
Hold
gonna
on.
stop
Did they just let him get into the paint? He just let
Blatty
him score.
defense
No
fucked that
help
up.
defense. Like, come on, bro.
pull up the
He's
Knicks.
making the defense look bad. He's making them look bad.
Oh, bro,
No
hold on.
help.
Like, okay, so let me tell you right here on this play.
The
We're gonna
dude
slow it
set the
down.
screen and Blatty
On this
defense
play
no
right
pick up.
here, if the Lakers were able to play like a 1-3-1 matchup zone, this guy standing under the rim would have actually been outside the lane lines to stop Jordan before he got into the paint. But look how late the rotations are with illegal defense.
Bad defense.
It wouldn't matter, bro. He will fly past Sam Perkins. It wouldn't matter.
Exactly, bro. The zone would not affect him, bro.
He said out his own mouth. He told the league.
Yeah,
to
but
not
why
put
did
that
Jordan
zone.
say the zone would affect him?
Bro, with the
I-
zone defense,
I
with the zone
honestly don't
defense,
know. I don't know.
Okay, hold on, y'all. But see, the thing is, for all the people that's going to make excuses for Jordan, I didn't say he would struggle with zones. Jordan
He
said
did.
to David Stern, I will struggle with zones. My individual skill sets will be diminished if you allow zone into the NBA. And so they halted bringing the zone defense in until Jordan retired. That's a
2
fact.
years after Jordan retired. 2 years after Jordan retired. So it's not like they were just waiting for him to leave. And he was shooting 51% from mid-range, bro. Double clutch mid-range. There's no way a zone would even slow him down a
What
little
was
bit.
the 3-point? What was the 3-point percentage?
It was terrible defense.
Shit, who
by Blatty.
knows? Who cares?
Hold on.
No.
Okay,
Jordan
who's the
said
guy
he
talking
did.
right now? Who's the guy talking?
Dream.
Hey, what's the purpose of a zone?
To force
What's-
someone to baseline most times to
No.
try to keep them. So tell me what's the purpose of zones then?
The purpose of zones is to protect the paint. It's to keep people out the paint. That's why when teams go into a zone, they say the best way to get a team out of a zone is to shoot them out of a zone. Because
Okay,
you
so
can,
what part of the court?
hold on one
would
second.
Jordan
Let me
struggle
hold
hitting
on,
the shot?
Akeem. Hold on,
What part of
Akeem.
the court?
Hold on, Akeem. So what I'm saying is really the only way to defeat a zone is with elite 3-point shooting. That's
No,
how you shoot.
That's incorrect. That is
Hold
incorrect.
on, Dream. Hold on, bro. Dream.
Nah, that's true.
This is basketball 101. The best way to beat a zone, one is either to use a big, dump the ball into the middle of the zone. And if he's a facilitator like Jokic, you can pick him apart, which you didn't see a ton of those guys in the 90s. Or you shoot them out the zone because most zones are designed to take away or protect the paint, protect the rim. You're guarding the basket as one unit. Wherever the ball goes, the team follows the ball, and they're protecting the rim with a whole unit of 5 players. That's what it's designed to do. That's just why when teams go zone, you see the opposing team, okay, we're going to counter by putting our 3-point shooters in. And what did the 3-point shooters do? They space the zone out. The more you can space the zone out, they can't protect the paint as much. Now the zone is compromised. So the only way you truly defeat a zone is with shooting. And when you say Jordan would have defeated zones, well, what was Jordan's greatest weakness? 3-point shooting.
Bro, to defeat a zone, you flash to the spots that are open. When there's a zone, there's going to be hot spots that are open. You flash to that spot, you catch the ball, you shoot, bro.
You
It's
just said
basic.
there are hot spots. You said there are hot spots.
Where shots are more likely to go
This
in.
is
bro.
not. This is not 5th grade. This is not 5th grade. No, he's not, bro. I coach basketball. Bro, hold on, y'all. I don't know where you got this from. I'm not going to ever tell my team. Like, we just played AZ Compass. They went into a zone against us. I would look like a fool if I went to the timeout and told my players, y'all need to flash to the hot spots.
You flash to the open spots, bro. You flash to the open spots, bro. You flash to where there's no defender, and you hit that shot, which was Jordan's bread and butter, bro.
Get one of my players on the.
But hold on, you do know that another thing with Jordan was he didn't like the
flash
pass
to the hot spot. You know what? We have an offense. What we do when teams go zone, it's called 4 out. or it's called four corners. What we do is we space the floor with four guys as much as we possibly can, 2 in the deep corners, 2 up high, close to the half court line, and we have that one guy in the middle. It looks like the number 5 on the dice. Why do we do that? Because we space that zone out so much that now they are completely compromising. Most of the time we got the lead. So if you don't extend that zone out and actually come defend us, we just going to dribble it at half court until you come on out here back in the man and defend us. See,
bro, you
that's
flash
how
to the elbow, you get an open shot, bro. You flash to the elbow, you get an open shot, bro.
What do you mean flash to the elbow?
Bro, you saying you're playing 4 out, you flash to the elbow,
bro,
they kick it to you, you got an easy fucking
I'm going to tell you
mid-range.
right now, Hakeem, stay away from coaching any youth basketball ever. Please, stay away from coaching the youth, bro. Because I'm never telling nobody to
Michael
flash to
Jordan. We're not talking about youth basketball. We're talking about Michael Jordan. His skill set.
Let me ask you a question.
Not what you're playing.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, Hakeem.
Let me ask you a question.
So the most commonly played zone in the NBA is called a 1-3-1 matchup zone.
Bro, you keep going away from the topic. It's Michael Jordan.
Hold on, Hakeem.
Hold on, Hakeem. To a zone.
Hold on, Hakeem. I'm going to ask you this. How do you flash to the elbow in a 1-3-1 matchup zone when the elbow's occupied by a defender? You have a point defender on the ball and you have a backside defender. How do you flash to the elbow?
Well, then you don't got to flash to the elbow at that point. Then you flash to the open wing. You flash to the
there's
side
no open wings. Bro, hold on. So hold on. I'm gonna actually pull up the 1-3-1. I'm gonna pull up a chart. So basically, what's the weak point in the 1-3-1? It's actually the weak side opposite corner.
Pull up the Knicks versus the Bulls and let's see how Jordan played. Let's do that.
What does it got to do with zones?
Because we're talking, bro. It's the same, bro. It's the exact same.
It's not the same.
Just do it. Just do it. I bet you.
It's not the same.
Pull up the Knicks versus the Bulls and watch how Jordan beat their fucking defense.
But they didn't run a zone. They didn't run a zone.
It's basically the same thing.
They did not run a zone, but they were still
everybody's inside the 3-point line. Everybody's inside the 3-point line.
Hey y'all, why we all gonna
not make it his own?
But did Jordan flash to the hot spot?
He didn't have to because he drove to the hot spot and pulled up.
We're supposed to be challenging the money. Y'all catch all
drive to the hot spot.
Bro, pull up the Knicks versus the Bulls.
All right, here, I'll pull it up. Hold on, what year? You tell me what year.
Go to 92 or 93. It don't matter. Both of them are the same because they played the same way.
What did they play? What type of defense did Pat Riley run?
Man, bro, they play man to man, bro.
You said they
play man to man.
Hold on, but you just said they played.
Yeah, but listen. The position. Look, you had to be within 5 feet of who you're defending, right?
No, you didn't. Wasn't no 5 feet.
Yes, you did because if you went below the 3-point,
it was within an arm's length.
If they're at the fucking at the 3-point line and you went below the free throw line, you got called for illegal defense.
First he said he was playing zone, then he said he's playing man. He made up. You gotta be like.
No, bro, I'm talking about the positioning of the players. It's the same thing you're talking about. Pull it up.
So you making this up?
Bro. Hey, bro, like the
hold on, Anthony. Let me explain something to y'all. A 1-3-1 zone. Here, I'm gonna just pull up a chart. You cannot flash to the elbow in a 1-3-1 matchup zone. Impossible. You will turn the ball over a million times trying to flash to an elbow. The 1-3-1 matchup zone is designed to put player on ball, a big between the rim and the ball, and then a backside defender, and you have 2 help guys who are going to squeeze on every drive. If you try to make an entry pass to the middle of the floor, you are essentially cooking yourself. Nobody attacks the
shots over 3 people all the time,
bro. Yeah, no. Jordan was hitting fadeaways over one person.
No, sir. I didn't say fadeaways. Jordan was hitting.
You watched way too many highlights, bro.
Over 3 people.
You watched highlights, bro. You watched too many highlights.
No, I watched Jordan live, bro.
I know. You watched WGN highlights after the game.
No, sir. No, sir.
No way, bro. Yeah, y'all just be making stuff up, man. Jordan was not consistently making shots over 3 guys.
Pull up the Knicks versus the Bulls. Do it.
All right.
This dude.
We still know what's going to prove.
I don't even know why he's bringing up Knicks versus Bulls because Pat Riley is a man-to-man coach. He never plays zone. He hates
exactly. What is he talking about, bro?
I mean, to be fair though, they don't really play zone in today's NBA either, though. Not really.
That zone shit really starting to become overrated.
They really don't.
It's always been overrated.
Hold on. How many times? Okay, I'm assuming that most people here watch the Laker game. All right. What type of zone were the Lakers running?
I didn't really watch the game, so
yeah, me neither.
They went to hold on. They went to zone about 15 different times. Anybody, says for the people that say they don't really play zone, this is just the most recent game. If they don't really play zone, then it should be glaringly obvious when a team actually runs it. Just somebody tell me what zone did they run today?
Oh, I didn't see the game today.
Who? I'm sure somebody in here watched it because the Lakers went to it on about 15 different occasions, and that's through quarters 1 through 3 before I even start setting up the stream. And I'm sure they did it in the fourth. And then there were certain times when they went away from the zone when Russell Westbrook would come into the game.
Now watching the Grizzlies take another L.
they lost again.
So we can't. So people can't say they don't really play zone, and you can't even identify when the team actually goes into a zone.
Man, I got stars, man.
That's it.
I didn't really watch the Lakers, man.
And the best example of a team that defended the Bulls with some semblance of a zone would be to actually use the Houston Rockets, who actually had the fast guards to cheat. And Rudy Tomjanovich was one of the best at disguising these zone coverages, and he used it against the Bulls a ton. And they had a ton of success in the regular season against Jordan and the Bulls.
Bro, they played man against the Bulls, bro.
Oh my God.
Bro, the only thing they had to do.
Another conversation, man.
Let's start a new one. This too basketball. It's too deep.
As a month, I'm finna start something off, man. It might piss you off. It may piss off people in the chat too. Man, Scottie Pippen out of top 5 small forward all time. What's your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't go that far. I wouldn't go that far.
These JDRs be trying to hate on Scottie Pippen.
Come on now.
You have if you
Jordan literally said
just explain your take. Just explain your take. I don't care.
I say some dumb shit.
Man, look. It's about 5 small forwards all time that I can say better than Scottie Pippen. Number 1, of course, is LeBron James.
Okay.
Number 2, of course, is there. Number 2, of course, is Larry Bird. Number 3, Julius Erving. Number 4, Kevin Durant. Number 5, Elgin Baylor. Don't smile. Don't smile.
Hold on. And Herm, that's not a hot take. I don't really have any pushback against none of those guys. How is that a hot take?
I mean, if you got Pippen in your top 20, if you already got 5 small forwards better than him in his own position, how you gonna be a top 20 player?
I mean, I got 10, so
maybe I got 5 small forwards in my top 20.
I got 10, so I got 10 to 20, so.
Oh, it's not that far fetched. Like you said, a list of guys that ain't nobody gonna give you too much pushback on that. That ain't far fetched. Now, if you say something silly like Elder and you say I prioritize winning, but yet you don't elevate Scottie Pippen on that list, then you sound dumb. But you haven't said nothing like that, Herb. So your list is cool. Herb said he got a hot take for you. That was the worst hot take ever. Bro.
The problem with the list is
I thought you were gonna go against me, man, like always.
The problem with the list,
you said you got a hot take.
He tried to put down Scottie Pippen to elevate Jordan. That's what these JDRs do.
Nah, bro.
I'm trying to see zone, y'all.
Scottie.
If y'all can identify some zone coverage, let me know.
Bro, but your argument is that the spacing would be too tight.
There is
bro.
no zone.
Your argument is that the spacing would be too tight with the fucking zone coverage.
That's not what I argued, bro.
Bro, that's what you're saying. You said you're gonna have to drive into.
Great post up, Oakley.
You're gonna have to drive into coverage. That's what you said. All the coverage on the side, bro. All the coverage.
What I said was
3-point line.
No, so what you're doing is
when they playing
the only zone that you know of in your brain is the natural 2-3 zone that little middle schoolers run that no real coach is actually going to run in a real game. The zones that I'm thinking of in my head are the more intricate zones, the ones that are extremely difficult to teach your team, like the 1-3-1 matchup zone, or
It ain't
like the
stopping the
1-3
scorers of today.
or like the 1-3-1 half court trap. Those are NBA zones because those zones resemble a man-to-man defense. It's just like one of the best defensive coaches, Greg Popovich. You know what he said? A great man-to-man defense in this era is going to look like a zone defense because everybody's shifting and rotating and help. Everybody's moving as one when the ball moves. Nobody's attached to any individual man. Weak side, they always playing their help lines. Anybody on ball is giving good ball pressure. Most of the time, they're going in a no middle stance and not allowing guys to attack the middle of the floor. That's a good defense right there.
It's not stopping the scorers of today, though.
Nothing stopping people scoring.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not, bro.
At the end of the day, the greatest scorers of the game are going to get theirs, and that's happened in every era of basketball.
Michael Jordan, and that's
no, that wasn't just Michael Jordan.
He literally
the greatest scorers of the 90s scored. The greatest scorers of the 2000s scored. The greatest scorers of this era scored. So when you tell me it's not stopping the best scorers are going to score.
Hey, Lamont.
That's why they're the best scorers.
Hey, Lamont. Now, if he said, you could bring up, hey, Lamont, if you was to bring up 1992, you may see some zone then.
No, there was no zone in 92, bro.
No, I'm talking about.
There was no zone in 92.
I'm talking about you can see the Knicks disguise and certain things, certain defense in the 1992. You can
Okay,
pull
all
it
right. Give me a game. Give me a time
I mean,
stamp
I
for something
can't.
I could pull up.
I mean, like,
But Herm, you're known. Herm, you are known for just making stuff up, and you will just say that. You will just say that.
It's in the Bleacher Report and everything, man.
We know that Pat Riley hated zones.
You just say the Bleacher Report.
No, I'm just saying they talked about that in the Bleacher Report.
Hey, y'all, Herm is just making this up on the fly.
I'm not making it up.
Yes, you are. Just like you made up that Tony Kukoc was better than Pippen in '94 in some article. Herm, we own to you already. You know you can't pull them fast ones on us like that over here.
Man, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up.
All right, put the link in the private chat.
Tony Kukoc, I'm gonna give him down 94, 98. He wasn't no better than Pippen.
Herm said there was an article in '94 that said Kukoc was better.
Tony Kukoc wasn't never better than Pippen in no capacity. On no level.
Tony Kukoc not better than Pippen, bro.
Herm said he saw an article though.
Yes, an article from an unreliable source. That automatically makes it true.
I mean,
you know, he in Memphis. You know, they probably got somebody wrote it. Somebody in Memphis wrote it.
Now Tony Kukoc might have been a good overseas player, like when he was over there where he came from. He might have been the Michael Jordan from over there. But when he got here, no.
So when Tony he got Kukoc to the NBA, he had to learn the rules.
Hold on, what are you trying to? Tony Kukoc is a Hall of Famer, so what are you trying to say?
He is. I'm not saying he was trash. Did you even say he was trash? I didn't say he was trash.
Catch McCostick is a Hall of Famer.
What are you trying to say then?
I'm just saying he's not better than Pippen. I don't say what I said.
Hold on. Let's move on to a new hot take, man. Anybody got any? Let's move on to a whole nother. I don't want to stay on the '90s too long. That Pippen thing. We didn't burnt that out over the last 48 hours.
Anyway. Cool. Hey, Lamont, I like you so much, man. I should really give you a $20 bill right now.
You can hit the cash app.
I shall give you $20. I shall, because right now you are putting up with so much crap. I feel so bad, man.
Hey, well, the cash app's right there, man. You can release your sorrows in the cash app, man.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you. If you can donate, man, I'll be much appreciated, man.
Hey, man, listen, Lamont, just let you know, I am the GOAT of GOATs. I'm the greatest athlete of all time.
There we go with the man. Anyway, Lamont. So if you got this type of problems with the '90s, all this stuff you bring up about the '90s, all this stuff. Why do you have Jordan as the GOAT?
What you mean problems with the '90s?
Like all this illegal defense and all of this player wasn't good
because this is what I said.
I hate the '80s, '92.
What I said was all the stuff that I talk about are things that the players couldn't control. But at the end of the day, Jordan dominated his era better than any superstar of their era. So when you look at how Bill Russell dominated his era, when you look at how, George Mikan dominated, when you look at how Kobe and, those guys dominated for a stretch, or Shaq, when you look at how LeBron dominated for a stretch, I think for a 10-year stretch, maybe a little bit longer than in Jordan's case, I think he was able to dominate an entire decade to the point that the league was irrelevant without him. And like I said, if you remove Jordan from the 90s, what do you really have to talk about?
90s was the most boring era.
You really don't have nothing to talk about.
How is the 90s?
90s is the most overrated era of basketball.
So let me ask you this:
and like Mingo, just let me ask you that. Tell me something that would make me want to go watch the 90s basketball if you remove Michael Jordan.
Somebody need to go on mute.
Won't nothing make me want to go watch the 90s. Only thing probably that would make me want to go watch the 90s was that 94 run with Hakeem Olajuwon. That's outside of that, nothing.
Hakeem Olajuwon.
That was nice. That 94 run, you should have saw it. That was amazing. That 94 run with Hakeem Olajuwon, that was amazing.
How was it boring?
That was amazing.
That was boring.
That was amazing.
This era is boring. This era is quite boring.
94 was amazing.
Years of basketball is boring.
Yeah, it was. That was good. I'm just saying, to what Hakeem Olajuwon accomplished.
90s basketball
Niggas was dunking on niggas. What are you talking about?
90s basketball is extremely nostalgic. I'm not going to call it boring, but what I'm saying is if you remove Jordan from it, it's really not much to talk about.
It was boring.
Yes, there is. Patrick Ewing.
What about
Penny
Ewing?
Hardaway.
What about Ewing? Tell me something good about Ewing.
Patrick Ewing was one of the best players at that time.
What would Patrick Ewing
what did he do other than lose?
What would Patrick Ewing doing in his era if he was to play today?
So was David Robinson.
Other than lose.
David Robinson was too. David Robinson.
What did David Robinson do other than lose until Jordan left?
Be dominant. He wasn't winning, but he wasn't winning.
Hold on,
Pootie.
Hold on. Y'all not gonna get on David Robinson for stat padding that last game of the season to take the scoring title?
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you?
Oh, you don't know about that?
He definitely don't.
Stat padding. What?
Oh, now they want to play stupid.
What, the 71-point game? The 71-point game?
Bro, he stat padded the shit out of that game.
So basically, he needed like 70-some points to beat out Shaq for the scoring title, bro.
Oh, just like George Gervin and David Thompson.
Okay, George Gervin.
How you gonna support a stat pattern, man?
In my opinion, like
what?
I said, I don't think stat pattern exists. But these 90s play, they be trying to say LeBron be stat. I gotta keep the same energy. That's the thing with y'all.
See, nobody brought up LeBron. No,
I'm just saying for an example. Like you can't say one player stat pad, but then you try to play dumb when somebody else do it, and you try to act like you don't know.
Yeah, you gonna try to play dumb like it wasn't stat padded. Come on, man. We all know what that
was. I guess everybody got a different definition of stat padding.
There's no such thing as stat padding. Like my thing is,
I don't believe it's stat padding.
If you don't want somebody to score, then you need a D up. If you don't want somebody to rebound and box out, if you don't want somebody getting assist, play the passing lane and D up. But like it's y'all the one who say, oh, such and such be stat padding at 38, blah blah.
And then they did it against the worst goddamn team in the league. The guy, I think they were playing the Clippers or some shit.
Well, let me ask y'all this then. David Robinson scored 71. You know what I'm saying, to get the scoring title. All right. So do y'all think that game with Kobe Bryant, do y'all think that was bad in 2006?
Like I said, I don't think there's no such thing.
Maybe so.
Gotta keep the same energy with everybody.
What game?
The 2006 against Toronto.
Well, no, that game was actually competitive.
Like I said, I don't think there's no such thing as stat pattern.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, me too. I never did from the start. You go out, you ball, you sweat it, you worked hard. Hey man,
that's just some shit that's some loser ass shit that people try to do because they trying to bring down what's his name. So the only thing that they can say, he's stepping. Like that's just some crybaby. Like
I mean, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this.
Sometimes when it's blatantly obvious, bro.
How is it? Hold on. How is it?
Wait a minute. What did you say about Will Chamberlain?
Hold on, talking about how is that obvious? Who just said that it's obvious?
Bro, there was one Lakers game I watched where these guys was like down 30-some points, right? LeBron makes a layup at the end of the game.
Down 30 points.
Oh, hold on.
It was not this year.
Stop lying,
it was sometime last year.
What game was it?
Last year when they played the Pacers.
Sometime last year.
But hold on.
It was last year when they played the Pacers.
You say they down by 30, so that means he just quit.
I remember that game.
Hold on.
But dude made a layup at the end. I'm like, what did that layup do? What did he do?
You saying if they down by all?
Didn't we see the Lakers come back from a 25-point deficit?
I was just about to bring
Yes,
that
we
up,
have. Yes, we have.
So did they have to stat pad to do that?
No, they did not.
Why were they still trying to win? They were down 25. Why did?
But if it's that late, why are you still out there?
But Pootie, if you were the coach, would you have just told him to quit down 25?
No, I would not have just told him.
But why? But if you leave him out there, it's stat pad.
Oh my god!
I think exists, right?
No.
You're out there late scoring and not playing defense on the other side, then yeah.
But Pootie, what I'm saying is, if your team's down 25 and they losing, more than likely you're probably not gonna win the game. Would you have just yanked them all and said, or would you say, like, would you just say, nah, we ain't gonna try to win, y'all? It's over with.
I would not yank them, but if it's 6 minutes left or 5 minutes left, I am yanking them.
What game? So and also in the NBA, were they still working on sets? Did they have other guys in trying to get cohesiveness or continuity? I know last year the Lakers had a million different starting lineups. They had no chemistry or cohesiveness whatsoever. What was the situation? What was going on out there? What players were on the floor?
I don't really know off the top of my head, other than the fact that it was the main three out there, which is LeBron, Anthony Davis.
What main three?
LeBron, Anthony Davis, and Russ.
But who was they playing? What game was this? Who were they playing?
The Indiana Pacers.
I forgot the exact game.
The Indiana Pacers.
This year?
Hold on. No, Mingo Justice. You're telling them the Indiana Pacers. Pootie don't think it was the Indiana Pacers. You just saying
the Indiana Pacers. I know the game when LeBron made that last second layup.
I'm not sure. It could have been them.
That's who it was. Not tonight's game. I'm not talking about tonight's game. Not tonight's game. They won tonight's game. The Lakers won tonight's game by 1 point. I'm talking about. I think it was like last year.
Listen. Let me put into context. Let me put into context why people say that LeBron stat pads, right? Okay, if you're scoring down, but yet you're not getting back on the defensive end and letting your man just score.
What game was this?
What proof do you have that he just gone?
Where did this happen?
Like, what proof do you got?
Once again, I don't know exactly off of my head.
So what do you mean? What do you mean they're not getting back on defense? Who's not getting back on defense?
LeBron.
Where's the proof? I want to see.
Okay, okay, give me a timestamp, something I can watch. What do you mean? So you're saying he scores? So that bucket is stat padding if he don't sprint back on defense as fast as you want him to sprint back.
It's like you can't score 30 and then give up 30. That don't make sense to me.
Hold on. So was Jordan stat padding when he put up 63 against the Celtics? What was it game? It was one of his earliest games. Was he stat padding?
Jordan was playing against 5 Hall of Famers.
Hold on. So Pootie. So you're saying anytime. So you're saying anytime a player scored 30 on the Bulls, that automatically made Jordan's 30-point stat padding?
What are you talking? No, bro.
So when Mitch Richmond scored 30 against Jordan, that's stat padding.
Yeah,
because Jordan was allowing him to get 30.
Stat padding when he played against Dominic.
Oh, they cooked each other, bro.
So they were stat padding.
Who won the game?
Thank you. It's ultimately about
hold on.
Game,
was Jordan stat padding when he played against Dominic Wilkins?
No, he wasn't. What are you talking about?
But they both.
He wasn't.
Hold on. Didn't Dominic have like 60 on him and Jordan had like 50 something?
Yes,
it was stat padding.
Bro,
he wasn't playing defense, bro. See how goofy y'all sound?
Hey, bro, you the one guarding Dominique Wilkins?
You said what?
Hold on.
Was Jordan the one guarding Dominique Wilkins?
Hold on. When Dominique Wilkins gave Michael Jordan 57 points, was Jordan stat pad in that game?
They don't want to answer my question.
No, but because at least he was guarding him, I can't say.
How do you know? If somebody scores 57, so you saying all them was on
Dominique was just hot that night. He was just hot that night.
Okay, so what about when Adrian Dantley gave Jordan 45?
Well, what about,
he was hot too. He was hot too.
Okay, what about when Allen Iverson gave Jordan 44?
And listen, Allen Iverson regularly outscored Jordan. I'm not gonna say
okay,
that.
But what about when Bernard King gave Jordan 44?
Once again, he just hot.
Man, you naming all
okay, hold on.
All these guys you naming all elite scores.
So what about when Reggie Miller dropped 44 on Jordan?
Once again, these are all hot instances, bro.
Okay, really? So what about when Glenn Robinson dropped 45 on Jordan?
instances, bro. That's another.
That's a lot of instances, bro.
Booty,
But LeBron,
okay, hold on.
Yeah,
I got a
the
lesson
next
for you.
time they would meet up,
Hold on.
all them guys you just name are elite
Hold
scorers.
on. What about when
You just name all the elite
Cycling
scorers.
dropped 40 on Jordan?
Who?
I could admit that Jordan couldn't find an answer for Ron Cycling.
Okay, what about when Daryl Griffith dropped 40 on Jordan?
Same thing.
Oh, he did that. Ooh.
What about when Mashburn dropped 39?
Any great player gonna get cooked. Now. Don't act like that now. Any great player gonna get cooked.
No, they're the GOAT. Remember, they can't get cooked. They're the GOATs.
No, but you
everybody's been cooked. Everybody's been cooked.
Pootie, but you basically said, Pootie, that if you give up 30, that means your 30 was stat padded.
If it's that late in the fourth, like what part of that you not getting? Especially if you're letting a spot up shooter shoot wide open threes.
Pootie, how many points did you count LeBron James scored in that fourth quarter that was out stat pattern? Like 6 maybe, something like that?
Once again, I don't know off the top of my head, bro.
So you probably saw, let's say LeBron James did score when they were down 30. He might have scored in that fourth quarter. Let's say he scored 6 to 8 points. So 8 points were stat pattern. How much did he have that entire game?
He had like maybe 31, 32 points, 33,
okay, so, but
something like that.
Pootie, man, your logic on this stat pattern, it ain't holding up, man. It ain't making too much sense.
Lamar, what
you talking about? What are you talking about?
All right, Lamar, what about this though? What about when LeBron, I guess, injured his ankle or whatever he did, and he had that 10-point streak going, and he came in just to score them 10 points, and then went back out and sat out the rest of the game?
Yep.
You remember that?
No, I don't remember it. But if he did it, I don't care. Okay. If the other team allowed a guy on a bum ankle to come in the game and score, that's on that sorry ass defense.
Basically, he wasn't hurt. That's what I'm saying.
And okay, so Mingo Jester, that means so are y'all going to get on Jordan, who is on record going to the scorekeepers at halftime, chasing triple doubles?
Yeah, I was talking about that the other day. Yeah,
bro, that's not stat pattern. It's not stat pattern because if the other team is paid to slow you up and stop you, it's on them to stop you. If a team just let me get my numbers, I'm gonna get my numbers. I'm about to eat. It's on them to stop you.
But yeah, it's crazy out here though with this whole basketball.
It ain't no stat pattern, man.
Hold on, Lamar. Hold on. Who remember when AI put up like 40 on the Bulls and Jordan had like 30? Was Jordan stat pattern?
Who won the game?
Jordan just got his shit rocked.
But he was stat pattern.
Oh, really?
He was stat pattern though. In y'all words.
Who won the game?
About this stat pattern shit. The Bulls won.
Man.
That's it.
Oh man, I got a better one for you guys. Hey guys, do you remember Derek Smith? We dropped 33 points on Jordan.
But listen, like y'all make it seem like all these points was dropped on Jordan. Like, come on, bro.
It was. Hold on.
Best defender Scottie Pippen. What was he doing?
Hold on, you just said that.
What the hell was he doing?
You said LeBron stat pad, but he don't play defense. He scored all these points, but he don't get back on defense. You do the same thing.
Yeah, y'all wow.
But Pootie, you said stat pattern is when you score 30 and then you also allow the other guy to score 30.
Right.
Which makes no sense, but you said it.
Yeah, that's
so hold on. Hey, Lamar, I got one. What you call it?
Pootie, do you play basketball, man?
Hey, Lamar.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
No, you don't, bro.
Yes, I do.
Hey, Lamar. Kobe was stat pan when he allowed Gilbert to ring.
Pootie,
shut up, man. Kobe wasn't no stat pan.
Pootie, did you play high school basketball?
No, I just played street ball.
I did.
So you don't really hoop.
I do hoop. Okay, so street ball is not hooping?
Nah, hell no.
Oh, hell nah. I gotta leave, bro. I gotta leave.
Ed Booker Smith was not hooper.
When we talking about organized basketball,
you just said street ball was not hooping.
When we talking organized basketball, how can you talk organized basketball when the most you played is street ball?
Street ball, it let you
and street ball, it's just you. But when you're in organized basketball, you have to listen to the coach and you have to provide.
Not if you come to Indiana.
5-on-5. Team ball.
Street ball in Indiana, you might run into 4-5 white dudes that might go zone on your ass in street ball.
Street ball in New York is deadly, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Bro, New York Hoopers is overrated, bro. Stop it.
What? We got the best Hoopers. Fuck is you talking about?
That's cap.
No, y'all don't.
That's
DMV
cap.
got the best.
No, y'all do not.
Chicago probably
Y'all
has the
ain't have
best.
no best
being honest,
Hoopers.
bro.
I live in Chicago.
I mean,
bro.
listen,
Kid here.
Bro, Chicago has the most
Chicago,
hard
bro.
nosed. I mean, they hard headed when they hoop.
Look,
but
they good. They good.
They tough.
They good.
Chicago,
But I'm not gonna give it to
Los
New York.
Angeles
New York,
Hoopers is good also.
New York,
So we have-
they
Cali
like to
Hoopers
play
is
a whole bunch of
overrated,
ISO ball. Y'all be over there cooking scrubs, start acting like y'all hooping.
Man, bro.
So Lamont, according to you, Ed Booger Smith wasn't that good, right?
Who?
Ed Booger Smith wasn't that good, right?
I don't know who the hell that is.
He's a street baller from New York City.
Yeah, he's a street baller. That's why I don't know him.
From the 90s.
I don't know
So
him. I don't
the
know
whole-
no Booger Smith.
Oh,
Hey,
dang.
Lamont, was Kobe stat pan when he allowed Agent Zero to put up 60 on him?
Bro, you got to ask Pootie these questions. Pootie got this weird logic.
Man, Gilbert Arenas wasn't an elite scorer. Y'all naming all elite scorers.
What did this casual just say?
No, I said you calling me a casual, but you said the most he played was street ball. Cut it out. But I said, what I said was Kobe stat pan when Gilbert
gotta get
Arenas
Jared
took
in
his
here,
ass
man.
and put up 60 and Staples Center. Was he stat pan?
I can't say that because at least Kobe was playing defense.
No,
He just got cooked. He just got cooked. That's all.
Hold on. How you know Kobe was playing defense? How you know he wasn't going running back slow on defense?
No. Gilbert Arenas.
Motherfucker, I watched the game, man.
And Gilbert
What game?
Arenas was
You remember that game?
Gilbert Arenas was cooking.
I watched it on YouTube a whole couple months ago.
watched
bro.
it when I
just get hot
the whole
sometimes.
game.
You know how that
The
goes.
whole game. I
Some
didn't watch
players just
highlights.
get hot.
Come on.
Nigga, I watched
Yeah,
the game.
Agent Zero just got hot that game. That's all that was.
Watch the game.
Thank you, Mingle. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Hold on.
Lamont, now you coach basketball. You know a player can get hot.
Mingle, hold on,
know
Mingle.
that.
They just messing with him because his
Oh, I'm about to say, you know a player can get hot and run off like.
Hold on, Mingle. I know when an NBA player gets hot, it's nothing you can really do, and I don't care what defender you put on. Somebody's just got it that night.
Hold on, Kobe was getting cooked. Let's not act like he was playing good defense. And
I mean, you still getting cooked, but at the end of the day, when a player like Gilbert Arenas gets hot, you ain't doing nothing about it.
There are players that play good defense and still get cooked. It happens.
Kobe wasn't playing good defense. That's my point.
What?
When he was playing against Gilbert Arenas, he was not playing good defense. Pull up the highlights.
That's one game.
No, the point what I'm trying to say is that because he said that if you allow 30 and you score 30, that's stat pan. So I'm saying he was stat pan.
We're gonna leave Pootie alone. We're gonna move past that.
Come on, bro.
Yo, a dude named Jake in the comment section is spitting facts. He said that y'all think losing before the finals is better than losing in the finals. Will always be laughable to me.
Hold on. If you lose in the first round, that means you ain't even deserve to be in the playoffs.
Exactly.
He sound
Hold
like
on, Pootie. So you saying you would
That's
rather
not me
lose...
saying it. That's Jake saying it. But
okay,
go ahead.
Jake. We'll see if Jake can pull up and explain this. Jake, hold on, Jake. Let's just you got to pull up and explain why losing in the
Jake
first and
talking
second.
facts though. He talking facts.
Hold on, Pootie.
Let Lamont talk. Let Lamont talk.
And hold on, George Henderson. This is why I got to kick you from the studio because it sounds like you got all types of noise going on, man. You keep pulling up with all this weird noise in your mic. No, Jake, if you think a team losing before they get to the finals is better than taking your team all the way to the finals and then losing, you got to come up here and explain that. I mean, I would much rather get to the pinnacle. I don't want to lose in the first round.
That's a dumb thing. I don't even know why people saying this.
I want to get there. For me, I give Allen Iverson credit for getting to the finals, even though he lost. Right? Because that was a hell of a run for that team. They beat some good teams. I mean, when you talk about Reggie Miller and the Pacers, they had some crazy runs to get to the final. The Knicks as an 8 seed, hell of a run to get to the goddamn NBA finals. You like sometimes you just enjoy the run. Just enjoy the run, man. Just enjoy these runs, man. Some of these teams make some hellified efforts to get there, and we can't disrespect them by saying, "Oh, it's worse to lose here at the pinnacle." Hold on, NBA Talk said Jake said the opposite. Oh, okay. Pootie made it sound like he said something else.
Lamont, the New Jersey Nets in 2002. They made it to the finals. The New Jersey Nets in 2002. Just making it there. They made it.
That's why y'all got to pull up and hit the link so y'all can explain it. Okay, because
People would say that Kyrie was a superstar. He was all this before LeBron. Like they praise that, but they clown LeBron for 4-6.
See
you can't be a superstar if your team in a lottery is a lottery pick every year. It don't make sense.
See, but you got to add context to that, though, guy. You definitely got to add context to that, guy.
What context?
Dude, first of all, that team that Cleveland had with Kyrie wasn't the same team when LeBron came. Remember,
hold on.
LeBron traded. Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
That team wasn't the same because remember, LeBron traded for Kevin Love. He brought J.R. Smith over there, and he brought
LeBron did not trade for no Kevin Love.
Let him.
That's the second time it was in Cleveland. Yes, it did.
I'm about to spank. Let him cook. I'm about to spank him. Go ahead.
Yes, he did. He traded for Kevin Love.
Hold on. How did LeBron trade for Kevin Love
over there? They got Kevin Love over there. They got J.R. Smith over there, and they got Amon
LeBron traded for J.R. Smith and Shumpert. How did he
it wasn't the same team from when Kyrie was on there. Basically, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't the same team from when Kyrie was on there to when LeBron came. It was a better team, is what I'm saying.
The difference with Kyrie's run, his first run in Cleveland, and LeBron's first run in Cleveland, Kyrie had lottery picks that he could have built with, and they could have at least did something in the playoffs.
Anthony Bennett.
LeBron when he first came in the league, he was winning. He ain't had that chance to get no top 10 pick or no top 50. Like he was winning, so they wasn't in the lottery when he was playing.
Exactly.
In LeBron's defense, Kyrie's Cavs wasn't going to go nowhere, bro.
And LeBron's second year in the league, he was 42-40, and he missed the playoffs. Jordan was 32-50 in his second year. He made the playoffs, but y'all
Towns was different. Towns was different.
Losing record his first 3 seasons, bro.
Towns was different.
Then y'all try to justify and try to nah. He was winning and he still missed the playoffs in a quote unquote weak East. But Jordan was 32-50, made the playoffs in a strong East. Like come on now.
I think it was 30-50 too.
Yeah, 30.
Bro, he made the playoffs.
My man lit the Boston Celtics up,
with
bro.
A losing record, bro.
But he lost in the first round.
I know, but I gotta give him credit for trying. You give him credit for getting swept in the first round, but you clown LeBron for being 4-6. I don't clown LeBron. Yeah, y'all act like I hate LeBron or something. Come on now. Y'all act like I hate LeBron.
But you will give him credit when he wins or loses.
So you give Jordan credit for losing in the first round, getting swept, but you probably one of them people that like to bring up 2011. Like, come on, bro.
No, I'm one of those people that
2011 was no excuse. There was no excuse, bro.
I'm not giving him an excuse, but
man, he played like garbage, bro.
He
Nobody giving him an excuse, bro.
Come on now.
I could call him out for being trash, but when Jordan got swept in the first round, y'all looking for all these excuses.
Jordan got swept. He lost. That's it. He lost.
Yeah, he lost. Ain't no excuses. He lost.
Hey, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Let's do this. Let's just switch all the gears because we getting on the same little played out talking points, man. Let me ask everybody. I'm gonna switch it up, y'all. We're gonna talk about a little NBA trade deadline stuff because I want to start talking current NBA. I'm tired of griping over the old shit, man. That shit's old, man. I'm not.
Yeah.
So we talk about NBA teams, right? Like NBA teams. All right. When we look at the NBA standings, I need everybody to let me know what team desperately needs, or what team is one potential trade away from changing their whole trajectory this season.
Lakers.
The Bucks.
Nets.
And if you say that one trade away, you got to give me a trade proposal. The player, the trade proposal that you think is going to actually shift the season for them. Because if it ain't no trades out there, then they still dead in the water.
I mean, for me, like, if the Lakers could somehow get like Fred VanVleet and Gary Trent and get rid of Pat Beverly, and I would love for them to get rid of Russ too, but I know that probably ain't gonna happen. But if you could get Gary Trent and Fred VanVleet to go along with Rui, AD, and LeBron, I would love that.
the Lakers won't get Fred VanVleet because he makes too much money. They don't have to give up too much.
The Lakers kind of straight for real. I don't really
man, it's the Lakers.
Lakers.
Everybody wants to go to the Lakers, man.
The Lakers will have to give up too much.
I just think all the trade talks surrounded the Lakers right now. None of it's like realistic trades. Like I think like I'm gonna give you like a realistic player that they could go after. That's like nobody saw the Rui Hachimura trade coming because that was just a more realistic trade target for him. So I think for me, I think if they can target a guy like Harrison Barnes over on Sacramento, we know Sacramento is quietly shopping him. Can you facilitate a move? They probably want to get off that salary cap going into free agency this summer. They want to get off that money. That's like a realistic trade. A guy that can immediately impact, veteran player. He can defend. He can make shots. He can have impact. But it ain't these like NBA 2K dream trades that you can pull off against the CPU.
Like a video game.
Like I think that's more realistic. Like I think another player. I think for them, I think Eric Gordon and Josh Richardson are two guys. Like if you can't get Harrison Barnes. Eric Gordon, these are realistic trade targets. Yes, they're going to add an element to the Lakers that's going to help them, but they not so far-fetched that we know it won't happen. Like getting VanVleet and Gary Trent in one trade and you can get offload Russ, bro, you might as well, if you pull that off, you might as well go play the lottery. You might as well hit that Mega Millions.
Cam Reddish going to the Lakers.
I don't believe Cam Reddish gets traded. And again, the Lakers don't need another young gun. Right now, they need a vet and they need a guy that is proven because if they are going to make a playoff run, they're not going to do it with Cam Reddish. Not with him. Now, if you're trying to build for the future, yes.
The Lakers need like a shooter. That's what I feel like.
But see, my thing
that's why I said Eric Gordon and Harrison Barnes should be my targets.
But I doubt it.
But the funniest thing about everything is that every player that's in trade talks or about to be traded, they going to the Lakers. That's the funny thing to me. Every player that's about to be traded, they going to the Lakers. Like it ain't other teams in the league. It ain't no other teams in the league. It's just the Lakers, huh? Okay. That'd be my only thing.
Well, the Lakers is a big market team, so yeah.
They is a big market team. It's other big market teams besides the Lakers.
People love Los Angeles because the flashy lights.
I mean, but the Lakers need a lot more pieces than some. Take Milwaukee, bro. Milwaukee doesn't need pieces like that, like the Lakers do. Like Boston, they don't need pieces like that, like the Lakers do. That's why the Lakers have so many like quote unquote trade rumors and certain players go like. That's why. But if you look at the NBA,
I think the Lakers have so many trade rumors because one, they have the largest fan base and they have the most talking heads surrounding that team, and two, all those fans want to see them win again. So they have the largest fan base in sports. You got the majority of people going to be talking about them. So everybody, and then you have also LeBron on your team, who also has an extremely large fan base. We saw he had the most All-Star votes. So everybody's going to want to see either the Lakers or LeBron do well. So of course they're going to have all this chatter. The problem is none of the trades help the other teams. Like if you're going to send Russell Westbrook to the Toronto Raptors, you got to tell me how that helps the Toronto Raptors. And I guarantee you the Toronto Raptors did not give a damn about them 2 draft picks off about 4 years from now. I promise you they don't care about them.
Well, matter of fact, it's crazy that you mentioned the Raptors because I think I seen like a few days ago, I think they was trying to trade for DeAndre Ayton or something. Like I forgot who the players were. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up right now. But I did see they said that they were going to try to get DeAndre Ayton.
For who?
Hold on, let me look it up.
So you're saying that the Raptors wouldn't go anywhere with Russ?
No.
All right. Russ would probably average a whole triple-double and probably get them to the playoffs.
Oh, no, so you just want to see Russ on the Raptors just so you can see all these good players on the Lakers.
Yeah.
So you're going to try to convince us. You're going to try to convince us that Russ can be great on the Raptors. You don't have no faith.
Look at what he did with the Wizards, bro.
You don't have no faith in him while he's on this Laker roster.
I mean, but it's easy to play when he's
Lamar, you took the words out of my mouth. I was just about to say that. So if he can do all that on any other team, why he ain't doing that on the Lakers?
I'm slow, like I said. Herb called me out about my Russ thing. Watching Russell Westbrook tonight as a coach,
he was garbage.
I'm going to Jeannie Buss, and I'm saying we need to find something to get him out of here quick, fast, in a hurry. Because
But I don't think Russ the problem. Like, I mean,
hold on, y'all. Look, I'm watching a game a little bit different from most people because it's hard for me to not watch the game as a coach. And when I consistently watch the Lakers from the first quarter to the fourth quarter, every time they made a run, that run got stifled multiple possessions because of Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
Like, and I don't like blaming players, but as a vet in the league, some of the things and some of the mistakes that he makes, he shouldn't be making. Bad shots. Like there was one time where he just came down, Lakers on the run. He dribbles the ball to the 3-point line across the half-court line. He stares down the pick and roll. He rejects it. He stares down some more, then chucks up a three. And I'm like, you can't do that as a vet.
He not trying to win.
That was an idiot play. That was an idiot play. It was.
No, but the thing is, I can give you one or two idiot plays. But, man, when I'm seeing multiple, and I know Russ is a good player, but it's hard for me to see that and game in and game out, this is consistently happening. It's going to be like the fit is just everybody who said the fit don't work. They're just proven to be right. But the problem is Russ is devaluing himself at the same time. So offloading him he's making it harder and harder to offload him. That's the issue.
Like he don't want to win, bro. Like he talking about he want to have fun.
Wild West. I'll show you my coaching.
The morale.
I'll show you my coaching. If you come on the panel, I'll put my coaching resume on the screen for you. I'll show you where I coach at everything. You got to come on the panel though if you're gonna ask that question.
My problem is like when people try to blame Russ for everything that's been happening wrong for the Lakers. That's my issue.
I mean, it's not everything, bro, but like Lamont just said, like they could be on a run, bro, and all of a sudden, bro, Russ just takes the momentum out of the building. It's just bad, bro.
It's like he makes mistakes that I know if you replace him with a guy like Harrison Barnes ain't making the mistakes. And that's the difference. Like he is a vet. There's certain things that I expect out of him that I don't see. And out of vets, you expect high level plays, high IQ plays. And time again, Russ is playing like a second year, third year rookie.
Like if you look at LeBron and AD face when Russ has the ball, bro, and he makes a dumb play, bro, it's a reason why they look like that, bro.
And I get that.
Like I said, like if the Lakers could be up 12, LeBron sit down, AD sit down, Russ come in the game, the lead down to 2, bro. Like that's just what's been happening. Like I said, with LeBron on the court, they're plus 90, bro. Without him, they're minus 109, bro. Like, and that's insane, bro. That you should not have a precipitous drop off like that. Not when you have a veteran coming off the bench as your sixth man, bro. A top 75 player is what I'm keeping hearing. That just shouldn't happen, bro.
But my thing is this: LeBron brought him over there. So if you knew Russ was going to be an issue, why would
the front office brought him over there, bro? Stop saying that.
He influenced that. He influenced it. What are you talking about?
So if you gonna say that, bro, you might as well say LeBron got 2 championships as a GM, bro. If you gonna say that, bro, for real.
All right, Wild West, just pulled up. Wild West, what you got on this?
What's going on, my brother? I appreciate y'all having me. I can't believe this dude just said precipitous. But
hold on, Wild West. You don't think I can coach, man?
No, I asked a question, sir. Don't. We good, Lamont. We ain't even started yet.
No. I said if you pull up, I'm gonna show you.
Exactly. That's what I asked. What level do you coach, sir?
I'm gonna show you.
That's the soldier record.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna show the record. I'm gonna show our current record. I'm gonna show you what we did last year.
And I'm glad to see that your hand. It looks like your hand's getting better too, bro.
I coach it. It's starting. I'm about 4 weeks away from recovery, but so this is where I coach at Grand Canyon University. And this is our record. This is our record right now. Actually, the record is 16-1. They haven't updated this. We're 16-1.
And also, do you fight for your players?
Huh?
Do you fight for your players?
What do you mean fight for my players?
Yeah, like when they get a bad call, do you get upset?
No, hell no.
Salute to salute.
One thing I learned very quickly.
Salute to Lamont for showing his coaching record.
This is just this year. Hold on, this is this year. So last year, I actually pulled a LeBron James, y'all. I'll show y'all what we did last year. Hold on. Last year,
you bought a hairline.
Last year broke me. Last year broke me down to tears, y'all. We went 22-5 last year. I'm talking about, look at this win streak. So y'all see we struggled. We had a stretch of losses right there. But then we go off on a tear right here. I'm talking about we obliterate everybody. And then I'm talking about, look what we do. We get here to the national championship game. Motherfucking lost, man. We choked in the finals, man.
So
that's a low
Choked in the goddamn finals, man.
So you coach.
Lamont,
what level is that? Division? Is that Division 1?
Finals, Lamont.
Say that again,
Lamont. Is that Division 1? Is that Division 1?
It's a Division 1 school, but the team that I coach. So we have a D1 team. I don't coach the actual D1 team. The D1 team is coached by Bryce Drew. Some of y'all know who Bryce Drew is.
Yep.
Yeah, I know Bryce Drew.
Played at Valpo. I coach basically what is called our club team. It's like the JV team to our D1 team. And so, so basically that's what it is. But and they actually stole our point guard this year. They actually stole our point guard. They stole my starting point guard and pulled him up to the D1 team. So I'm a little upset about that.
Wow.
I guess you're getting good.
22-5. And then this year we 16-1 so far. This year, it's weird because this year's team, we not as good as last year, but somehow we just been pulling off some wins out our ass. And the only game that we lost right here, 54-55, it took the luckiest play in goddamn basketball history, bro. This is the luckiest shit I've ever fucking seen, bro. I wish I had it on video. Man. This shit was ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure we'll find it on YouTube.
No, we was down. We was down 10 with 50 seconds to go. I put my team into a diamond press. Talking about we get every turnover we need. Still. We ended up taking the lead by 2 points with like 12 seconds. Bella Vista comes down. I told my team if that man drives to the corner, we gonna trap and we gonna make him mess up. We did it perfectly. We trapped. End up getting a steal. My best player has the ball. Time is winding down. It's about 10 seconds on the clock now. He started to drive in just to go score the go-ahead layup, put us up 4, game over. I don't know what got into his head, bro. He about to go up. I'm thinking he about to dunk it. All of a sudden, he get in midair and just space. The ball hit the bottom of the rim. He did something stupid. The other team comes right up behind him, swoop the ball up, throw it all the way down court to a guy that hadn't made a shot all game. He's standing there right in the corner, man. He just hit a 3 at the buzzer. It was the most ridiculous stuff I've ever seen. But we got our revenge. So we played Bella Vista again. I don't even know if they got it on that. Yeah, we played them again and smacked them right here. But.
Wow.
So do you guys play junior colleges or Division 2s or Division 3? Who's your competition?
So right here, it's like right here, Park University is an NAI school. Ottawa College is a D2 school. Benedictine University. They don't have the score here, but we smacked them at like 40. ACU is a D2 school. Justice College is an NAI school. So these are all colleges, or we play high-level prep schools. So we just play AZ Compass. That game is not on here. So we're 17-1. We actually just beat AZ Compass Tuesday. So we're 17-1, not 16. Not 16.
So the high level. Go ahead, bro.
So you guys don't go up against Gremlin?
Yeah, who?
Gremlin. The Gremlin Tigers.
Grambling?
Yeah.
Bro, we would beat the life out of Gremlin.
Yeah, okay. Keep talking.
No, HBCUs is just basically food. We call HBCU schools food. That's just an easy win.
Wow. That nigga said
is Hillcrest Prep, is that a high school that you play?
No, Hillcrest is this is called a post-grad school. So Hillcrest it's called a post-grad school for seniors that are kind of in between. So Hillcrest is like a school where DeAndre Ayton went. So they have a team full of like loaded, like with fringe NBA guys that are be going to Duke, Kentucky, all that. Like last year when we played AZ Compass, they had Shadayan Sharp, who plays with the Blazers. So sometimes when you play these prep schools, they're gonna have NBA level talent on them. Right. It's easy to beat them because you have a ton of guys that are playing all selfish. So they're just gonna come down. They're gonna try to go 1-on-1 all that, and that don't really work when you're playing against 5 guys that's locked in as a team. So we'll smack them.
Yeah. So they have some JC guys that are going to the league that started JC. Like in UNLV, they used to have a lot of JUCO transfers, like Larry Johnson and J.R. Ryder that came from.
But these prep schools now they got all the one and done guys. So Sharp was one and done, or actually a semester and done. I'm gonna tell you some other guys that we played. We played a couple years ago. We went up against Kyrie Walker, which you know all that. He said, "I think Lamont is from Indy." Yeah, I'm from Indy, but I'm out here in AZ.
But Lamont,
average age of players. I'll show you my roster.
But Lamont, let me ask you this question: Would you let your team play like a fairly good team, like a real good team, to see where they at?
He can cook. No, he'll get destroyed.
It normally shows the ages, but they don't show the ages on this view. But my players range from like 18 to 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, just depends, man.
Shout out to Lamont for having his.
But would you let your team play a real good
coaching
team?
Up the park?
Yeah, but look, I'm gonna tell you right here. The crazy thing, Mingle Jester, that you said that, and my team. This is why they appreciate how we schedule, because I showed y'all. Hold on, let me go back to my schedule, because I showed y'all how last year we had that stretch of losses. I'm gonna show you right here, because we scheduled tough. But we don't make the national championship game last year if we don't get these 4 losses in a row. So we had 1, 2, 3, 4 losses in a row right here last year, right? But our record was 22-5, so we didn't lose much. But when we went up against Bella Vista, Phoenix College is one of the best. They one of the best D2s in the country. Arizona Christian was like number 2 in the country, and then we lost to Hillcrest. These motherfuckers brought so many goddamn NBA prospects. It was ridiculous. Wow. They brought a 7-footer that's at ASU right now. I'm talking about they just brought the house. Because if you look at like Hillcrest, like if you look at our first game against them, we beat the life out of them, 69-39. Boy, they got mad. They went and got every NBA prospect in their building just to beat us by 5. I'm talking about they came back with. I'm talking they was dunking everything. It was crazy. They just was throwing it. I tried zone. I tried all types of stuff. They were just dunking everything. So, I don't know what it is. Sometimes you got to take the L. But if we don't schedule like this hard, they ain't ready for the grind. They not ready for the grind because we start putting in work after that. We ain't lose.
Do you guys ever play Yavapai?
You from community college?
Yeah.
Oh man, they trash, man. Man, come on, man. I ain't playing no low
level. Lamont, you still got big mouth.
I was asking if you play, because D1 sometimes do play JCs.
But there's certain schools though. I know if we schedule them, we gonna beat the life out of them.
No, ain't no D1 school gonna play no JC.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they do.
That's not true.
They do it sometimes.
Yes, they do.
So you mean to tell me y'all like you're playing teams like Villanova and teams like this?
There's more D1s. They have like mid-level.
No, like D1's a schedule. D1's a schedule like their first game of the year or like an exhibition games against JUCOs.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I played against a D1 when I played JUCO.
Oh, okay. North Carolina.
Where'd you play JUCO at? Where'd you play JUCO at?
Mount Hood.
Can anybody say L?
Going.
What's that?
So if y'all in Arizona, y'all want to pull up to one of our games, man, y'all got to pull up, man. Check us out. Hold on, let me get this off the screen.
Yeah, Mount Hood is up there in the NY.
Bro looking sophisticated.
Yeah, he is.
Hey,
I'm my fault.
What you expect, man? I'm 1-2 in the finals, man.
Yeah,
you on that LeBron program? We gotta get you on that Jordan Kobe program.
Come on now,
hey man, chill, bro. Hey man, chill, bro.
Come on now.
I don't know what it is, man.
Shout out to Lamont, man. That's a great coach. That's a great accomplishment.
Hey, salute Chris D, man. Appreciate you pulling up, Chris D, man. What you got on this basketball talk, man?
The basketball talk. I kind of want to talk about something that's interesting. I don't want to do the whole Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, like no all-time shit. I want to talk about specifically the enforcer in today's game. I think that in this game, I think it is still possible to be an enforcer, quote unquote. It's just a different kind of enforcer. Think of like Steven Adams for example. Like for Steve, like when you look at Steven Adams, he don't be trying to bully nobody. He just makes sure that that hey, if someone's gonna mess with Ja, I'm gonna step in the middle of that, divulge the situation and just cut it like right then and there. Because nobody in the NBA, let's be real, nobody realistically wants to fight nobody, and nobody in this league realistically wants to fight Steven Adams. So
yeah, that's true.
I tell y'all this.
Well,
I
don't believe that. I believe a lot of guys would fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
The question is, I think the question you have to ask yourself, is it worth $75,000? That's the thing. So when the paychecks start getting docked because you done stuck a punch, so first you're missing game checks because you get suspended and you get fined. A lot of people gonna think twice about throwing that punch if you about to lose a whole bunch of money. And I think before there wasn't as many financial repercussions, so players were more quick to fight. They wouldn't get suspended as harshly, so they wasn't missing as many game checks, so the repercussions wasn't as harsh. But now, you start a fight now, you prone to lose $1 million if you're a good player. That's a lot of money, even if you already got it.
Well, I
think it's sad.
a question for you.
All right.
No, what I was going to ask you is, do y'all think that Charles Oakley could be an enforcer in today's game?
Because he wouldn't even be in the NBA. He wouldn't even be in the NBA.
What?
Wait, what?
What the fuck are you talking about? What you mean?
He won't be in the league today. The league is way more athletic.
Leave, bro. Leave.
A lot of them niggas in the 90s wouldn't last in today's game.
I think Oakley could be like a PJ Tucker.
A PJ Tucker.
PJ Tucker. No, listen.
Oh, PJ Tucker.
No, listen. He'd be far more intimidating.
That's like a backhanded compliment. That's horrible.
No, it's not. That's an exact comparison.
This is one of your
PJ Tucker, Lamont?
I don't know about PJ Tucker.
Now he ducking.
No, I'm not.
No, but hear me out. Hear me out on the whole Charles Oakley thing. Charles Oakley in this era, let's be real. Yes, because people are worried about their money. No one is going. First off, no one's going to put their hands on Charles Oakley. If someone gets into like a dispute, let's say for example, like when Bradley and Ja, they were going at it, man, Charles Oakley would pick up Bradley, put him down, and say, "Yo, I'm right here."
Bro,
like,
but y'all talk about Charles Oakley. Like he this big fighter. I have yet to see him throw one punch in the NBA game.
That's what I'm
because
saying.
nobody wants to.
No. Y'all got this. Hold on. So how do y'all know he's this big tough fighter if he ain't threw one punch?
One thing I did see Charles Oakley do. I did see Charles Oakley slap Charles Barkley.
I was just about to say that. I heard that Charles Oakley slapped the taste out of Barkley's mouth.
I seen him slap Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley slapped Charles Oakley, and Charles Oakley slapped him back, and they both got tossed from the game.
Oh, so they
and they asked Charles Barkley.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and they asked Charles Barkley, "Why'd you slap Charles Oakley?" He said, "I was just playing with him. I didn't think he was gonna take it serious."
And they were good friends too. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, bro.
We're gonna watch this fight. I'm gonna put the fight on the screen. We're gonna see if it's as rough and tough as you guys described.
Look, bro. Back then, it was a man's game. As Xavier McDaniel said, it was a man's game.
Define a man's game, though.
I seen Xavier McDaniel.
You wouldn't have been able to play.
You telling me fighting? So you telling me what you call it, doing flagrant fouls and all that is a man's game?
Hey, bro,
I'm not saying that, but the way they handled it and the way they conducted themselves, come on, bro.
Listen to me, little
How
boy.
did they conduct
When it comes to
themselves?
him breaking up a fight, nobody wants that smoke. I'm trying to tell you, he
how did
gonna
they
pick up, down, and then gonna go to the corner.
If they had problems, they handled it. They just dished it out.
Who?
So let me ask you a question, man.
Hold on. Time out. Y'all favorite player? You talking about if they had problems, they would do whatever they. y'all favorite player literally had a problem with the Pistons, and guess what he went to do? He went and snitched to the NBA and told them that the Pistons.
What the fuck are you talking about? Snitch to the what?
Wait, what?
Guys,
He literally went to the commissioner and told David Stern that he ain't like the way how the Pistons was playing.
Oh my God!
He said, "Oh,
Y'all just be saying anything, bro.
No. Everybody though. Everybody had a problem with
Yeah, but I don't want to get back to talking about that old stuff.
I mean, I'm not. But the point, because he said that if they had problems, they handle it like a man.
He started this, Lamont.
No, but that's what I'm saying. He said they had problems, they handled it like a man, but their favorite player literally went to the commissioner and was complaining. That's not what a man would do.
No, but
let me ask you a question.
No, it wasn't.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on, bro.
A lot of teams.
Hold up. Let me answer a question, bro. Who do you guys think is the best enforcer in the history of the game?
I mean, it depends.
That's a tough one.
It depends which era you're talking about. If you're talking about like 2009, it depends. I can't just say just one off the top.
I mean, if you want me to guess, I'll say Marcus Lucas. I'll say Maurice Lucas.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
I would probably say
Bill Laimbeer. In all honesty, because
I say Bill and Bill over Charles Oakley. We talking about.
I would probably say Charles Oakley, bro.
I'd say Bill and Bill over Oakley. If we talking about back in the days.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Maurice Lucas.
Look, he agreed. Yeah.
What did Bill and Beer do when Robert Parrish started wailing on him? Nothing.
Fall to the ground.
That was what he spent. That was out of nowhere. That came out of nowhere. That's cheap shot.
Listen, that's all he is just cheap shots.
Well, hold on. What's the point of this enforcer argument you trying to make? Though?
Yeah, I want to know where you're going with the enforcer stuff.
So my whole thing was, if I'm saying that in terms of being because they say being an enforcer in today's league is dead. I'm telling you that it's still very much alive, and I'm seeing it within guys like the Steven Adams or the PJ Tuckers of the world. Like when people say that the game has changed, it has changed, but so has the role of an enforcer. So instead of, hey, so I'm gonna get into this fight or to try and get this guy thrown out, or like he's messing around, with one of my guys, I gotta go handle that. It's more like if those guys were in this era, like nobody would mess with them. Again, they probably just gonna pick them up or get them somewhere in the corner. There's gonna be like extra security on the court, and that's exactly what.
Well, I think with the enforcers, I think what it comes down to is coaches have to say, do I want to waste a roster spot on an enforcer? Man. Because roster spots are now so important. Salary cap is so important that you literally got to use every, like if you look at all the roster spots, like the Lakers, sometimes some teams will leave one spot open because it's so coveted. They might need a player. Like some of the roster spots are so coveted. It's hard to bring a guy in that you label as an enforcer who's generally looked at as a low skill guy, not going to give you much with regards to the game itself other than maybe some hard fouls and, tough nose play. But it's hard for coaches. I think it's on a team-by-team thing. Some teams, you got the Udonis Haslams. You got, like you said, you got the Steven Adams. I mean, if you want to consider Draymond Green that type of player, I don't really consider him an enforcer. I don't know.
Me either.
I don't know what the –
I mean,
I understand the concept of having enforcers on your team because in college you have a ton of them. But at the NBA level now, is it worth it to waste a roster spot on that type of guy? And that's the question you have to ask yourself as a coach.
I mean, but would y'all consider? I guess he a guard, so it wouldn't be like the perfect stereotype. Would y'all consider Pat Beverly an enforcer?
That was going to be my next question.
Hell no.
I mean,
but why? A shit talker.
Hold on. How is he not an enforcer when Austin Reeves is on the ground and Aiden was standing over him? What did he go do?
Let me answer.
He speared.
Listen, all he did was just stand up for his,
No.
All he did was just stand up for his teammate. That's all.
Okay, so what about Maurice? Marcus?
Hold on. Well, before you go past Patrick Beverly, the guy that just was talking, he just explained what an enforcer is. That's what an enforcer is. Stand up for other people. You stand up for your guy. That's exactly what an enforcer is.
Let me answer the question when you're ready.
That's why I didn't have a problem with what Pat Bev did. I didn't have a problem.
In my opinion, Pat Beverly specializes in cheap shots, pushing Chris Paul in the back, hurting Russell Westbrook, all that stuff. That's not enforcer type energy. I consider Draymond way more.
The 90s,
hold on, let me finish. Let me finish saying what I'm saying.
Back to freaking 90s.
Let me finish saying what I'm saying. Draymond, basically, if you pay attention to the Warriors and you watch the Warriors, he's always protecting Steph. And not only is he always protecting Steph, if somebody run up on Draymond, most of the time he's with it.
That ain't true.
No.
All right. So what did he do? What did he do to Bradley Beal? What did he do to Bradley Beal?
No. Draymond ain't built like that for
You brought up cheap shots, but what he did to LeBron, was that not a cheap shot?
Come on, man. You talking about Chris Paul getting pushed in the back, comparing that to LeBron stepping up. LeBron put his nuts on his head, man.
And you talking about what you call it? Draymond.
Hey, well, how come when Pat Beverly knocked Ayton to the ground, or how come when he knocked Chris Paul to the ground, where were the enforcers for the Phoenix Suns? How come they didn't do nothing?
No one came.
I ain't gonna misdirect. But what was that?
Misdirect.
What was that? What type of enforcer energy was that though? Pushing Chris Paul in the back. I don't even like Chris Paul.
Hold on. First of all, I have
energy is that?
Hold on. Wes, I have no problem with him knocking Ayton on his ass because you standing over my teammate. As a coach, when we go to the locker room, we gonna put some money together to pay for your suspension after that. That's what we gonna do. And that's a guarantee you probably what happened. That's how you stand up for your teammates. You don't let no dude just after Booker done fouled him and slapped him all in the face, Ayton standing over him like knock his ass over. And you know what? Sometimes there's certain times in the game it called for a foul like that. That's disrespect. They disrespected my teammates. Time for you to knock him down, knock him on his ass. You can call it what you want. What is he supposed to do? Go walk around in front of Ayton in his face and then push him? No. We're going to knock you right up off him right now.
I'm talking about Chris Paul.
Hey, but at the end of the day, it was on. See, that's how you know there's something going on funny with that Phoenix Suns chemistry. The fact that nobody on that team ran over there to stand up for Chris Paul, and he's the leader of your team, and not one person ran up on Pat Beverly, even attempted to retaliate. And that tells you right there. So when we see the Suns breaking down right now or breaking down in the playoffs, does it really surprise you when they ain't got no camaraderie at all?
Nope. Because they all
don't surprise me at all. That's why they lost to Milwaukee.
They're not scary. The thing is, Chris Paul is one of the most. He's one of the most. He's one of the most disliked players in the league. The team just don't like him like that.
That is a fact. A lot of people don't like Chris Paul. That's true.
But what's not to like about Chris Paul?
It's a lot to not like about Chris Paul. A lot. It's a lot.
I mean, listen. He seems like a cool dude to me.
To you, but not to other people.
He do a lot.
Chris Paul do a lot of cheap shots too.
But like I said, y'all can't get mad. When we have enforcers in this game, y'all can't get mad at how they enforce. Is there a certain way to enforce?
I just don't consider a small guard an enforcer.
He sure enough knocked a 7-footer on his ass.
Yeah, when he wasn't looking, anybody could do that.
Didn't DeAndre Ayton get up and knock the fuck out of Patrick?
Hold on. Was DeAndre Ayton disrespecting one of the Laker teammates?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but he wasn't looking when he got pushed in the back.
When you disrespect to that level, you better have your head on a swivel if you know Patrick Beverly's on the other team.
Hold up.
If you're going to be doing
that. Let me just say this, bro. Let me just say this. An enforcer is not known for pushing people in the back.
Bro, to you.
That's my opinion.
Okay, hold on.
That's my opinion.
So you
saying when I look at the enforcers that I grew up watching, the Maurice Lucases of the world, the Rick Mahorns of the world, the Charles Oakleys of the world,
they threw the most
even
cheap
Charles
shots.
Barkley. Hold up, they did cheap shots, but they wasn't pushing people always in the back. They'd push you in your face. They will push you right in your face, push you right in your face.
You said Robert Perez was an enforcer, right?
I didn't say Robert Perez. I didn't say that.
Somebody said that.
Yeah.
What you're trying to do now is because I'm not going to waste time going to look up Rick Mahorn's conflicts on the court. So you're just trying to tell me every time he got into it, He pushed the guy in his chest.
Nah, I said he did push people.
He
in
never
the
shoved the guy in the back. He never cheap shotted the guy when he wasn't looking. He never did nothing that was considered dirty, even though he was looked at as a dirty player.
Do you think that was enforcer type shit to push Chris Paul in the back?
Yes.
All right.
Ain't nobody.
I don't know.
I
don't know. I can't speak on that one. I can't speak on that one. I don't know.
Chris Paul pushing Chris Paul in the back.
Hold on. There is no rule to being an enforcer. It ain't no playing fair when it comes to that shit. You either enforce your way or you don't.
Exactly. But he's not a factor.
Not act like it's rules to engagement when it comes to enforcing. Hell no. You just go enforce,
bro. He ain't effective of being an
hold on.
enforcer.
So you're supposed to be a respectful enforcer. You're supposed to respectfully enforce.
No, you're supposed to be effective, not respectfully. I said effective.
Respectful.
So you got to be a respectful enforcer. Hey, y'all. Hey, let me walk in your face.
No, wait, hold on. I have a genuine question.
Nothing about respectful. I said effective. Don't change my words. I said
what is that?
effective.
What is that?
Oh, you saying it wasn't effective what he did?
So you want an enforcer with some
they 13th in the West. How is he effective? They're 13th in the West.
When did enforcers affect winning and losing?
Y'all sound goofy.
Rick Mahorn got a championship. Draymond
He was
Green
on a great
got a championship.
Oh,
Maurice Lucas got a championship.
Yeah, but they wasn't.
I do sound goofy because all these enforcers that I'm
come on,
hey,
with all that enforcing,
was
how many points per
playoffs.
game was he averaging? How about that? Tell us that one.
Everyone that I mentioned was a starter.
Patrick Beverly is starter too.
He's a starter on a team in the 13th place in the Western Conference.
What the fuck does that got to do with anything?
They do with it.
What does that got to do with enforcing?
What does that got to do with anything, man?
Like, come on, bro.
What was he enforcing when he was on the Houston Rockets? What was he enforcing then?
He been an enforcer.
What was he enforcing when he was with the Clippers? What was he enforcing then? What did he do that changed anything?
Hold on, Wes. What is your point in saying this? Are you just trying to come up with some way to just?
Nah, I ain't trying to come up with nothing.
Knock the Lakers and LeBron?
No, man. You always think I'm thinking about LeBron. Ain't nobody thinking about him.
I don't know what the point of this is. Like, you get mad.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm not mad. I'm telling you the enforcers that I mentioned are enforcers who was effective, who made a difference in the game. I don't consider pushing Chris Paul down after you lost effective. I don't consider that effective. What did that enforce? When you're enforcing something, it should have something to do with changing the way the game is going for your team.
So give me one example. Give me one example of when Charles Oakley enforced against the Bulls and they won.
Hold on. So you
enforced against? Hold on. So when Charles Oakley was playing against the Bulls, that shit wasn't effective. But when Draymond Green was playing last year in the playoffs against the Celtics, when he started pushing everybody around, then the series changed.
So Charles Oakley wasn't an enforcer?
No, he was an enforcer. But it obviously wasn't effective against the Bulls. It don't work against everybody.
Hold on, but what you say?
But when Draymond Green, tell me Draymond Green didn't help change the series.
Draymond Green changed the series. Draymond Green changed his games not by being an enforcer. He changed his games by being a great defensive player and a facilitator.
Okay, so was he don't have to enforce his way to win. Jaylen Brown's head and getting in Jason Tatum's head in game 2?
Yes.
Oh, so talking trash is being an enforcer?
No. All right. So you didn't answer the question though. But in game 2, was Draymond defensive? All right. So was it effective though?
So is talking trash being an enforcer?
Was it effective? Did they win game 2?
Yeah, but that's not
being an enforcer as we know it.
That's not what an enforcer is.
That's not the same thing, man.
That's not what we're talking about. You're making up what an enforcer is.
Tell me when Patrick Beverly changed the course of the game being an enforcer.
Hold on.
What that got to do with anything?
Exactly. That's what I consider being an enforcer. When Maurice Lucas was in the finals, and he got in that fight against Daryl Dawkins, everybody said that changed the series. That's the only championship the Blazers won.
What about the game this season against the Blazers when he was talking trash to Dame all game? Was that not effective?
Is that being an enforcer then?
That's a good point. He was being an agitator. He was being an agitator.
Come on, man.
He was being an agitator.
That's an enforcer right there.
He was being an agitator.
Bro, you just said that was being an enforcer.
When Dame Lillard told him, I'll fuck you up, he didn't do nothing.
That's rough play, physical play.
Oh my God, man.
Come on, man.
All right.
You too smart for that, bro.
Thank you, Michael Rodriguez. We got to change this topic again. We done went to another weirdo topic.
You too smart for that. Come on, bro.
Change the subject, man.
Yeah.
Because y'all losing that one. Y'all losing that one.
No, we not.
And hold the L. All of y'all who was on the Patrick Beverly.
All right, you got. Hold on, Wild West. You got it.
You lost.
Wes, you got it. You can have it, man. You can have that one. That was one of the dumbest topics of basketball ever, bro.
Yeah, I would bet because y'all lost that one, so it's gonna sound
bro. It's not. That's not even, bro. That's not even a real basketball.
Patrick Beverly and enforcer. Come on, man.
That's not even real basketball talk.
Hey, your boy brought up the enforcer conversation. I didn't bring it up.
No, but you came up here redefining all this. You said you could be an enforcer talking trash, and then when Pat Beverly talks trash, it's just being an agitator. You didn't redefine it all that weirdo.
Come on, man. Patrick Beverly is the most known loser, man. Like he don't win shit.
Loser.
Hold on, you saying Patrick Beverly a loser? What the fuck is Charles Oakley?
Yeah, he's still on the NBA team.
That's what I'm saying. Charles Oakley is definitely a loser.
I mean, Charles Oakley is better than Patrick Beverly.
Thank you. Thank you. Name one of those enforcers I mentioned that is not better than
y'all said he was a loser.
He is. Before he came to the Lakers, he said, if I come to the Lakers, I can help him turn it around. I can help them in the 10th.
Was Charles Oakley not a loser?
No, Charles Oakley wasn't a loser.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
What did he win?
What did Charles Oakley win?
Yes, what did he win?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm glad.
And he played with MJ twice.
Hold on. All right, so now you ask, what did Charles Oakley win? And this is the panel that's always giving props to somebody who lost in the finals. Hold it against Charles Oakley lost in the finals.
Hold on. Charles Oakley, hold on. You said lost in the finals. LeBron is like you keep saying lost in the finals. Like you trying to compare.
He did lose in the finals. He lost to Houston in the finals in '94.
Hold on, but he lost to the finals as a role player. LeBron lost in the finals as a top player.
He was a starter.
Exactly.
He was a starter.
But he was still a role starter.
What is Patrick Beverly lost at? Everything.
A role player. When
did Patrick Beverly go to the finals? When did Patrick Beverly go to the finals?
Did you just
never?
All right, y'all. Let's stop talking about Patrick Beverly and Charles Oakley, man. Why are we talking about? We're talking about.
I got a new topic. I don't
know what the hell.
Thank you, because he ain't winning that one, bro.
I got a new topic.
I got a new topic about that.
What you got for us, Pooty?
Okay, so think about it, right. I believe in the saying that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So I feel like if Dame leaves Portland and wins it somewhere else, it's not really gonna feel right to him. Would y'all agree?
No.
Oh my winning.
Yeah, but
winning, bro.
You're supposed to win. Listen, I feel like you're supposed to just
do what?
Don't run from the grind and win it the hard.
Hold on. What do you mean? Don't run from the grind,
bro? Like I respect Dame's decision to stay in Portland because
running from the grind.
He stay on losing team.
Does Dame have control over roster decisions?
No, he does not.
Did he have control over CJ, his running mate, getting traded?
No, he does not.
Did he have control over any significant move like last year when they traded away two of their starters for absolutely nothing?
No, he does not.
So why, if he left a team that's doing absolutely nothing to help him win, why is that running from the grind? Maybe he just want to go to a team that's actually going to put pieces around them where they actually have a chance.
Yeah, but I'm saying like if he wins over,
is he running from the grind? Right. When you look at the Blazers, some of their signings over the last couple years, you overpay Mo Harkless, he's a scrub. You overpay Evan Turner, he's a scrub. You overpay the big man, what's his name? Miles Leonard, he's a bum. You give all these guys money, they turn out to be scrubs. You pay them like they're stars or starters. They don't give you nothing. You give away CJ. You sign Simons, who's so inconsistent. You give him $100 million. Why would I be mad? I'm a Blazer fan. Dame is my favorite player right now. If he left, I would not be
You
mad.
wouldn't be mad?
No.
You wouldn't be mad? Come on, bro.
No, because as a Dame fan, I understand what he's going through. I understand that as this roster is constructed right now, you go get a guy from the Pistons, and Jeremy Grant, who's been so inconsistent throughout his whole career, but yet you bring him over here and we treating him like he's supposed to be one of the stars that's going to bring us back.
Yeah, that was stupid.
What I'm saying is they've been making bad move after bad move after bad move.
I know.
How is it running from the grind if he decides to go to an organization that's willing to build and do it the right way so he actually has a legitimate shot?
Yeah, but look at what Dirk did. Dirk spent his whole career.
Yeah, but Dirk at least had a GM and an organization that was willing to build. When was the last time Portland had a roster and you said, "Oh, they can make a run"?
Never.
I mean, not really. But listen, in 2019, they made the Western Conference Finals. They just couldn't get past the
by luck.
No, by Dame. It was Dame. Dame brought them there.
Was it enough?
No, it was.
No, it was not.
Okay.
You still ain't explaining.
Did they keep that same roster intact and then add pieces to it by going over the salary cap?
No.
So they either kept the same roster or got worse.
Yeah.
And Dame is just supposed to be cool with that.
But listen, there have been players that worked with what they had and still win championships.
Who?
Michael Jordan.
Don't do that, bro.
Not everybody got the same path though. Like, why does this is my thing with these '90s fans. They always talking about some in the '90s that they stay with their team. Hold on. Y'all like to say that in the '90s that they stay with their team. They ain't quote unquote run from the grind. The reason why they ain't leave their team is because they couldn't. They were stuck in bad contracts, and if they left, they probably had to take a big ass pay cut.
It was 70%
back in the day. So it wasn't like they were staying loyal to the team. They were stuck over there.
I get that. So Reggie Miller wasn't loyal to the Pacers?
They weren't mediocre.
Reggie Miller was not loyal to the Pacers. He demanded a trade twice.
But hold on, what is this whole thing when people got?
Hold on, Reggie Miller demanded a trade twice.
Hold on, what is this whole thing when y'all?
How is he loyal if you demanded trades? Hakeem demanded trades multiple times out of Houston because they didn't want to pay him one.
Y'all do realize that
Scottie Pippen demanded trades out of Chicago because he was making $2 million a year throughout his prime.
I heard about the Scottie Pippen.
Hold on. There's more than Scottie Pippen. I'll give you more examples. Karl Malone demanded a trade. He demanded a trade because from 1990 to 1999, these are his prime years. Remember, he was the MVP in 1999. The most he ever made in a season was $6 million a year, and that was in 1999 as an MVP. This is the year when Jordan was making $30 million a year. Remember, Jordan had made $30 million a year from 96, 97, and 98. Karl Malone was an MVP of the league.
Yeah.
And couldn't
in 97.
He couldn't make no more than $5 to $6 million a year. He was been trying to get out of Utah. But when these players get trapped in the contracts,
that Karl Malone should have made more money.
The CBA was constructed in a way where if players left their teams, they would have to take like a 75 to 80% pay cut. So Ewing actually considered moving and leaving teams. But when he looked at that CBA and was like, damn, if I leave, I got to get paid like a bench player. I got to take an 80% pay cut. He was like, well, I might as well stay. But he was actually looking at Horace Grant is the only player that had the balls to leave, take that pay cut, allow that team get his bird rights, and then get paid the following year. When he left that first year with Orlando, I want you guys to see how much he was making. Nothing. He had to wait a year until he got his bird rights, and then they renegotiated his contract.
People keep saying that, like these players gotta be loyal to a franchise. Like that low key sound like some slavery type shit. Like,
come on, bro.
You don't owe no loyalty to no franchise or to no owner, because the owner gonna do what he gotta do best to win anyway. So as a player, you supposed to do the same thing. If you want a team, if you on a team and they not making the right move to win, that's what.
Say for instance that I get drafted and then I get drafted to like the Knicks. I'm sorry. I'm gonna try my damnedest to help the Knicks win a championship, bro.
You don't owe no loyalty to the Knicks. You don't owe no loyalty to the Knicks.
Okay, so this is the problem I have with a lot of players today.
The Knicks
when shit don't go y'all way, y'all Y'all want to cry and y'all want to demand trades whenever shit don't work.
Pootie, let me ask you a question.
Part of mediocrity.
Hold on,
bro?
Pootie. How many jobs have you had in your whole life?
None yet.
That's probably why he's talking like how he talking.
What? What are you talking about?
If you had a
Lamar, I agree with everything you just said.
Walk away.
I agree with everything you just said.
It ain't none of that.
Well,
the crazy thing about Scottie Pippen is the owner. Everybody was telling Scottie Pippen not to sign that contract. He did
exactly.
Anyway. Everybody was telling us. I'm talking about even the owner told him not to sign the contract, and he signed it anyway.
Hold on. Why would the owner even? Hold on. Why would the owner even say that though? Like you just
the owner even told him that. Jerry Ryan's door told him not to sign that contract.
The owner of a team that's giving you
hold
a
on.
contract.
Why would they offer him the contract and tell him not to sign it?
Again, go back and watch the film. If you don't believe me, go back and watch the film.
That don't make no sense.
Bro, that'll make no sense at all, bro.
They told him not to sign it. I don't know, but they told him not to sign it. Maybe it was going to be a better CBA or something. I don't know, but they told him not to sign it.
Why would they offer?
Why did they offer it to him?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because they got to give him some type of deal for him being in the on the Bulls. They got to give him some type of deal.
Okay, so what was he going to sign if he didn't sign it?
I mean, I don't know. I guess they were going to give him another contract. I guess he had to wait for a little while, and they were going to give him another contract when they did the CBA over again. I don't know.
He couldn't take that risk, though.
Think about this for a second. Everybody is saying that Trae Young could be leaving the Hawks. I can't imagine Trae Young playing anywhere else. I just can't.
That's you. That's you.
I can imagine Trae Young playing anywhere else. I can't.
Listen. I get used to players playing in certain uniforms, so that way when they go to different teams, it just bums me out.
But hold on.
And plus, Trae Young is a little overrated.
What's more important?
Hold on, bro. You gonna be bummed out about what Trae Young do?
I think Trae Young a little overrated in my opinion.
What's more important, a player making the best move for his career, or you being used to a player in a certain uniform? Which one's more important?
Be bummed out over
wins are more important, obviously. But
right, that's the point I'm trying to make. They're gonna do what's best for their career, regardless of y'all call it running from the grind or whatever that means.
Your Money Daily says Lamont is the finesse king, arch deceiver. You gotta come on the panel. I don't know what that means.
He might be bummed out about a G League team. He'd be bummed out about Atlanta Hawks.
What is an arch deceiver?
Mm-hmm. This is why I respect Giannis, bro. Giannis got his ring.
Giannis, hold on, the Bucks actually work with Giannis. So what's your
exactly?
Right,
they're not mediocre, bro.
What I'm trying to say is that,
hey, so it says right here that what happened was the Bulls offered Scottie Pippen a 1-year deal that was worth a lot more money. Pippen wanted the long-term security.
Oh,
he said, much. So they basically said, Pip, we got 2 contracts for you. We got here's what we can offer you long-term, and then here's the 1-year deal. So the 1-year deal would have, at that point in time, would have paid him $8 million, but then he would have had to come back the next year and sign a new deal. And for Pippen, there was no security in that, especially when you're dealing with a player who came out of college with a back injury. So I think he was chasing the security, not understanding that the NBA was about to explode financially, and the average pay was going to change just like that. And I just think business-wise, maybe he didn't have the greatest agent to help him, but the Bulls only gave him 2 options: 1 year, bet on yourself, or long-term and lock in $2 million a year for a minute.
Shit, Michael Jordan demanded his money. Mike wasn't trying to hear that. Y'all gonna pay me this or I'm leaving. Mike demanded his money. Scottie showed there's no loyalty, and the rest of those guys.
Hold on, but that just showed you how there's no loyalty from the owner.
Exactly.
But y'all want to play like that? Sounds like some slave shit.
I got a question for you, Lamont. I got a question.
We blame the owners too. We blame the owners too.
Lamont.
Yeah, what up, man?
Yes, we do.
Hey, so with the way that the Bulls handled that contract situation with Scottie Pippen, do you think they valued Scottie Pippen?
Nope.
No.
No, what I think was the Bulls understood that once Scottie Pippen signed that long-term deal, it opened up so much cap space for them to build around that team and bring in other guys and pay other guys that then that's what killed Scottie Pippen's value. They was like, well, why are we going to kill our salary cap space to pay you when you already locked into a long-term deal? There's nothing forcing us to renegotiate with you. And so that's basically what happened. And that's the same thing that happened to Hakeem. Hakeem was stuck in a bad contract. He asked to renegotiate. He had outplayed the value of his deal. He started faking injuries, demanding trades, and they still didn't want to capitulate. And ultimately, the Rockets sold the team. A new owner came in and said, we're going to do things the right way. Let's renegotiate Hakeem's deal and pay the man what he's worth. And that's when Hakeem got the money he was due. When the new owner came in and said, we're going to start doing right by our guys. We're not just going to underpay him just to save a buck. So it just kind of depended on your owner too.
No, Correct me if I'm wrong, Lamont, but I believe that the only person on that first Bulls run, Jordan he was the major breadwinner. But on that second Bulls run, I think it was Rodman, Jordan. They were doing like 1-year contracts, right? Jordan and Rodman were doing 1-year contracts, and didn't Kukoc have a high contract? Weren't those the only 3 players who had big contracts on that second Bulls run?
Well, I know Kukoc was making more than Pippen. I think Rodman was making more than Pippen. But Jordan's salary, he made more than everybody combined.
Yeah, because he was making like 25-30 million per.
But I don't know the logistics of everybody's deals, but I know Pippen they would not renegotiate nothing with him. It was a wrap on that.
So wait a minute, Lamont, wasn't they actually finally get his money? Did Hakeem finally get his money?
Yeah, because what happened was the Rockets sold to a new owner. And when the new owner came in, he said, we're going to do things the right way. Let's go ahead and renegotiate his deal and give him his money.
Okay.
That's what happened. But for like Karl Malone in Utah, they never renegotiated for him. He was stuck making his salary gradually went up from like $2 million to the most he ever made with Utah was $6 million in 1999. But he didn't start making big money until after the CBA was renegotiated in the 2000s. That's when he made double digit when he made 7 figures or 8 figures.
All I know is this: if a nigga named Lamont don't pay me my money, dog, I'm coming to GCU and I will be dunking on this motherfucking ass, bro.
Look. Hold on.
Straight dunking on that nigga, bro.
Hold on, this the wrong.
I'm coming to GCU and I'm gonna be dunking on your motherfucking ass.
I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna try to do it on this phone. It ain't gonna let me do it on this phone.
Does Lamont have a purple rain? Is that a purple rain wrist you got on right now with the purple?
Yeah. Let me zoom in on it.
So yeah, I'm gonna fuck your other hand up.
No, I'm about to get you at that. I don't know if I can do it on this phone. I'm gonna try to do.
Bro, you got a Power Ranger helmet?
Hold on. Yeah. So hold on. I've been in costume. You ain't seen me when I.
No, that's a Lakers wrist. That's a Lakers wrist. You got the Lakers.
No,
you got
this
the Kobe
GCU,
Bryant.
man. Y'all saw my school colors, man. This matches my school colors, man. Purple and white.
No, that's Kobe. That's Kobe. I knew he was a Kobe.
Yeah, that's Kobe, bro.
Hell no, that ain't no Kobe.
No, that's Kobe College.
Yeah, we got purple.
Everybody don't like Kobe, but I do.
The Black Mamba.
I know. I
look like a superhero kind of with this on, man.
Yeah, you gotta do, man. Now you need the cape.
Hey, it looked like that thing that Aaliyah had on when she was doing that movie.
Who said something about the Power Rangers helmet?
I did.
You ain't seen me morph before?
No, I never saw you morph.
Hey, we not about to do this, bro. We not about to do this now.
Bro, got the Nike attack.
I seen Lamont talking to Kwame Brown. He was morphing.
Hold on. Did I play the video when I morphed?
Hey, this nigga really did. It's morphing time, bro. It turned into the Black Ranger. We not about to do this, bro.
Yeah, man.
Bro, I love the Black Ranger. How dare you disrespect the Power Ranger?
Let me see if I can find it.
You talking about Zach? Zach was the Black Ranger?
Yeah.
That's nostalgia.
I wouldn't know.
Hey, nigga, the White Ranger was nostalgia. Tommy.
No.
The White Ranger was shit.
Nostalgia. The coolest ones. What you mean?
That White Ranger was the shit back in the day.
What, Jason? What?
Not only was he the White Ranger, he was the White Ranger, he was the Green Ranger, and I think he was the Gold Ranger.
The Green Ranger was the hardest. Green Ranger, he's the one that changed the game because he the one basically saved them.
I think the White Ranger was the best. He was wrong.
Nah, that Green Ranger was a motherfucker.
The Green Ranger was different though. I ain't gonna lie.
The Black Ranger was fly. He was fly.
Man, the Red Ranger was trash. I ain't never liked Jason.
Yo, y'all play.
Yeah, he was trash. I ain't like Jason.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't never like the Red Ranger neither, bro.
Does anybody play 2K?
I thought the females went harder than him.
Hey, yeah, I ain't never liked the Red Ranger. He was so sorry. He always somewhere getting beat up. And they got to come save him.
Y'all much love to see
Hey, y'all ain't gonna keep talking about LeBron like that, getting beat up and somebody got to come save him. Y'all need to stop it.
It's a lie, bro.
Where the fuck LeBron come from in this?
Who the fuck mentioned that nigga, bro? The fuck?
I don't know.
LeBron is this? The obsession for LeBron is real.
I just be joking with y'all, man. Y'all just so sensitive about LeBron, man.
Listen,
Because you hear him basically every day.
But to put this out there, I don't hate the man. Like, he is one of my favorite players. I do not hate him at all. I just not gonna rank him higher.
Who said that? Who said
Hey, hold on. Let me ask Anti this right here. Let me ask Anti.
What up, Lamar?
Anti, what do you consider as what players do you consider as an enforcer in the NBA?
Oh, here we go.
Come on, Lamar.
What, right now?
Yeah.
You talking about right now, Lamar?
Yeah.
You better not say that dude's name.
I don't really think none exists, bro.
Bro, I'm trying.
I don't know.
I mean, me personally, like, bro, ain't none of these dudes gonna really. Ain't none of these dudes really gonna put their money in jeopardy, dog, trying to fight nobody, bro.
Ask him if you think he's an enforcer. Ask him, Lamar.
Who?
Is Pat Beverly an enforcer?
Get the fuck out of here.
Really.
Thank you.
Hold on. So you don't think
Pat Bev just be woofing, dog? I know that nigga be woofing.
Hold on. You don't think Pat Bev?
They did an interview with Pat Bev, and they asked Pat Bev, if you wasn't playing ball right now, what would you be doing? That nigga said a drug dealer. I mean, shut your stupid ass
Shut the fuck up, man. Come on, bro.
Man, shut your stupid ass up.
Yo, soft ass.
You trying to say that? You trying to say he wasn't an enforcer when what you call it, DeAndre Ayton?
Hey man, if Pat Beverly wasn't in the NBA, he'd be working at Magic City in Atlanta.
So you said,
I'm pretty sure a lot of people be working different jobs.
So you trying to say that Pat Beverly wasn't an enforcer when he knocked DeAndre Ayton to the ground after he was standing over Austin Reeves?
But it's easy to knock somebody to the ground, dog, when they not looking, son.
But if you
Facts.
Hold on, he was standing over him. He was
but the dude, Aiden wasn't looking though, son. So
he was standing
over him. Like twins.
Yeah, but when I said it, I was crazy. I was tripping when I said it.
Like, bro, I ain't never seen Pat.
Yeah, but we know Anti don't know basketball.
It's just like
no, but I know fighting though, nigga. Fuck you, mean?
Hold on, it's just like
I know fighting too, bro.
I know fighting, nigga.
I wonder what the fuck Pat Bev will be in the 1980s.
And I'm sorry, I ain't never seen Pat Bev just want to get gangster with nobody to try to get out there and get out there with somebody with no hands, bro.
Well, anytime you know fighting, then you know it ain't no fair fight.
Pat Bev will get one.
NBA game.
Like, it's a basketball game. It's
Just got hit. That's just it.
You see he don't play with Dame, don't you?
That's all I'm saying.
Thank you. This man done seen everything I done seen.
He was trolling Dame all game.
Yeah, he control him all he want, but he ain't gonna play with Dame like that. You know, Dame got them hands, nigga.
Dame wasn't gonna do that. Like, stop that. Dame ain't
Come on, man. He don't want none of that.
Y'all act like Dame not tough.
That's why Dame got.
How is he soft?
That's why he got on the internet. That's why he got on the internet talking about calm. He got to get on the internet to say something.
Come on, bro.
Stop that.
There's a weak rap.
Dame will diss you in his song, bro.
Hey man, anybody trying to convince us that Pat Bev is that dude? That just sounds ridiculous.
Nah.
Hey, you know what? You're asking. Leroy, you know who else is that dude?
Well, y'all said Charles Oakley wasn't a enforcer, one of the fakest tough guys in NBA.
You know what? You're right. You know what? Anthony Mason.
He is an enforcer.
He was a.
You know, Anthony Mason is not an enforcer. How about that?
Y'all just saying. Anything.
Yeah, I would like to see Anthony Mason and Patrick Beverly.
Hey, Lamont, was niggas really scared of Charles Oakley like that?
I don't think they were, man.
I mean,
because I'm gonna tell you, like in this era,
Barkley slapped him, and there can't be too many people scared of him.
Like in this era, dog, Charles Oakley won't be playing with nobody, bro. Like, boy, somebody take the boy head off, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like, probably back.
Like in this era, you ain't gonna be playing with nobody. Nobody.
Did you guys hear about the story that where Charles Oakley got into it with the dude and socked him before practice right in the eye and nothing happened? Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah. Did you hear Jordan?
Bro, did you hear? Hold on. Did you hear any story about Patrick Beverly socking somebody?
Bro, what does that got to do with anything?
That's what I thought.
Hold on. Hold on. How you even know these stories true? You just hearing stories and you thinking like you just.
No, it ain't true. It's been confirmed. It ain't no story.
But that don't mean that.
Said it happened. Everybody said it happened, dog.
But that don't mean that, though, guy. Michael Jordan hit Steve Kerr. So what?
Yeah, Michael Jordan enforcer.
So who did Patrick Beverly hit though?
Kinda.
Who did Patrick Beverly
What does
hit?
that matter?
Come on.
This is the UFC.
You talking about a soft? He's a Dairy Queen enforcer. He enforced nothing but ice cream, dog. He's soft as hell.
Chris Childs, two-piece Kobe. What, Chris Childs?
Oh, guys, there you go, guys.
Hell no.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yeah, Chris Childs, two-piece Kobe. I thought Kobe should have that nigga,
Chris Childs a bitch. Come on.
Hey, Lamar, I need my haircut.
When he was playing the Celtics and he was on his knees begging like James Brown for a foul call. Who was enforcing it?
Hold on, so Chris Childs a bitch. What is Kobe?
I need my allowance, Lamont. You tripping.
Man, I thought Kobe should have slapped that nigga, though.
Kobe was slow.
He two-pieced him and he ran. That was a nice little move.
He ran.
Chris Childs did,
He did not.
Kobe
He
was
was
hiding
more. He
behind
said,
Shaq.
"Boy, come on."
Kobe was hiding behind Shaq the whole time. He ain't
Kobe,
get
come on, man.
Kobe was hiding behind Shaq. You need to get your eyes checked.
Hold on.
Behind no Shaq.
Hold on. Kobe literally got
Bro,
two.
Kobe had no
He
time
started
to
acting
swing back.
fake when Shaq came in. Play the
That
clip.
man stood there like, "Oh, come on, hit me."
And if you gonna keep it a buck, Kobe was the one who elbowed Chris John in the mouth first. He elbowed Chris Childs in the mouth, and that's when he got two
bro. Come on,
And
bro.
he's bigger than Chris
You just be
John
saying
too.
anything.
Y'all not about to make this rat seem like he an enforcer. Like, stop that.
Yeah, because he's not.
What?
Patrick Beverly is not that guy, dog. Just let it go.
Oh, damn,
Patrick Beverly is not that guy, though. He's not.
Yeah, but
I ain't gonna say he's not that guy. You heard me. I don't really know what he'll
Thank
do
you,
outside.
Michael
But I'm
Rodriguez.
saying
We back
I don't
on our-
believe.
But hold on, who's gonna risk
I don't
it?
believe nobody in the NBA is down. I don't think these dudes trying to lose their bread like that, bro.
But that's smart though. That's not.
Yeah, that's a smart. I don't think nobody trying to lose their bread trying to fight nobody, dog.
And
Not
I
on the
wouldn't
one
fight
hand.
either if it cost me
If
$100,000.
you making millions of dollars, why would you risk your career just to prove that you gangster? Like, that's goofy.
I know
Yeah,
Patrick
it's not
Beverly
working.
and Dennis Johnson.
At
He ain't
least
no- he
guys
ain't no
back then
Michael
had the
Cooper.
balls to do it.
You said what?
Oh,
They
damn,
wouldn't
we're
get
going back
paid
to the
like these
80s.
guys today either.
Oh no, we're going back to 80s.
These guys today be type
Hold on,
fake tough.
so
though, not gonna lie.
Pootie. So you saying if you working at Walmart, you gonna haul off and punch a customer? If you say something crazy
No.
to you?
I mean, I would.
If you working at Walmart, you need to be looking for another job.
Yes, I would.
I mean, I would.
Bro, y'all would risk going to jail at Walmart
Just to prove that
and losing your job if somebody talk crazy. Man, y'all must be out
Bro,
I would.
my
I would.
honor, my
You talking
respect
trash to my
comes
boss?
before any piece of bread, bro.
How you gonna bind out if
It
you're
depends on
working
what
at
they
Walmart?
do, Lamont. It depends on what they do.
That's different. But if you just trying to prove
It depends on what they do. Like it depends on how far you take it. Now, if you just say something, I might ignore it.
It depends.
You put your hands
It
on me
actually
now.
depends.
You got a problem now.
It depends on what they do.
So if you was a greeter at Walmart and some young thug walk in there and say, "Move out the way, old man," and push you, you gonna do something about it?
That they put their hands on you.
I'm booming him. What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm gonna choke him out and I'm be like Melvin on Baby Boy. That's right. Call your mama. That's right. Call your mama. I'm just gonna go ahead and choke him out.
Like Melvin on Baby Boy, you gonna
you
put
know what
him
I'm gonna do?
That's right.
Hey, hold on, Mingle. Jesse, you know what I'm gonna do? Mingle, this is what I'm gonna do, Mingle. Check this out. That happened to me and they pushed me down. I'm gonna hold my knee and I'm gonna act like I'm injured. I'm about to get about 4 weeks paid time off because I done got injured on the job. I'm about to quit work.
Come on, bro. You gonna fake it, man.
That's my boy, Lamont.
Lamont is gonna do that. He is that type of guy. He gonna get an attorney and everything.
So Buddy comment actually is true. So you is the finesse king, huh?
Hold on. But Mingle, you saying Mingle, you would rather fight, go to jail, and have to bind out.
But I understand what you're saying, though.
As opposed to just stand on the ground.
I'm just joking around. I get what you're saying.
It ain't even
That's
about
pussy-fied, though. That's
smart. That's smart, though.
Hey,
that's smart.
That's how somebody who thinks Patrick Beverly is an enforcer thinks.
That's smart, though.
Yeah, that's smart. I'm not gonna do it the dumb way. Y'all gonna do it the way you're already walking in Walmart. You ain't got bond money, so you gonna fight, go to jail, get bind out, and you done lost your job. While I'm just gonna fake my knee injury.
Listen,
I'm gonna get a month paid time off, and I'm gonna collect the
but if somebody put their hands on
I ain't gonna have to worry because they ain't no Walmarts in New York anyway.
You got a point now. He got a point on that one now.
But y'all, hold on, this is the thing. We talking about millions. We talking about these niggas got millions of dollars to play. Like they not just about to just throw some shit away just for the yard. Like,
I'm rich. I got it. So I can fight the dude.
For how long?
Hold on. Did it work? That's where you gonna get sued too. Like that's like this is the thing when you
like Ronald Test,
like they got shit to lose. They not just about to just be
Nah,
out here stupid.
but wait a minute. Now
Hey,
you
so
said
you're not gonna
Ronald
do
too.
like Charles Barkley and throw that little
Wait a minute. Now
Mexican
they was
dude out
fighting
the
people in the
window
audience.
and then
So
show up
that's
in court and
different.
sign some
Yeah.
autographs? You're not gonna do like Charles Barkley?
They was fighting people out there in the crowd. Now that's different. The Malice in the Palace, they was fighting people in the crowd.
I'm
That's different
fucking up
though.
any nigga
That's
that tried
totally
me, bro.
different.
Hey, that's you. But I'm saying if you got money, you got shit to lose. You probably not even gonna think like that. You gonna move smarter.
That was
Yeah, and
crazy.
you really about that. 9 times out of 10, dog, if you really gonna bang, dog, just meet me after the game. Meet me in the locker room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna
But hey,
happen.
You know,
but
Patrick
hey,
Beverly don't want
I
that
saw
smoke.
that in person. Hey, Lamar, you saw that when it actually happened, the Malice in the Palace? Boy, that was crazy.
Yeah,
That
I
was
saw that
the
when it happened.
craziest night
Yeah,
ever. But I was
saw
all
something
into that
better.
too. That was
It almost,
crazy.
it almost seemed
He
fake
robbed
when
him,
you're
man.
watching it live. It almost didn't seem real.
It didn't. It didn't. That was crazy.
Hold up, Lamar, you ain't never been to no crazy ass club, dog. Like I used to see that shit on the weekend on the regular in clubs, bro.
Hell no, I ain't
No
never been to
NBA.
a club where they
Yeah,
just
that's the
everybody
club,
start
bro, but
fighting.
not no NBA game.
And say, yeah, that shit was regular in clubs, bro.
Nah, I ain't never. You ain't about to find me in no club where everybody could just get to fighting like that. Ain't no way.
Man, say, hey, I'm talking about. It used to be certain songs that used to come on in the club. We already know it's over. Nuck if you buck.
Yeah, why would I be there? Why would I go to a club like that?
Man.
Because you need that's a spot.
No,
bro,
it's
that's
not. It's dangerous.
It's the spot.
No.
Hey, I'm on 10%. Good show, girl. Y'all stay up.
Hold on. I know
All right,
you're not
Wes.
compared fighting.
Hey, salute to ISO. ISO, you got to pull up, man. ISO, I ain't seen you in a minute.
Yo, let's talk about music real quick.
What we talking about? What? If it's something dumb,
Okay.
I'm gonna kill it.
Nah.
Come on, LeBron.
It's
Come
not.
on,
Would you say that today's rappers are better than the 90s rappers?
Hold up, what happened?
No, I think they're just different. I mean they're different in their own way.
Yeah.
I don't want to say they're better.
Yeah, I think the 90s had the best rappers. But hey,
Hey,
that's
salute.
just me.
Hold on, we gotta address the super chat. Hey, y'all, look, I have to address the super chat.
Bro, listen.
Hold on, Pootie.
NBA.
Hold on.
All right, I got you.
I gotta address him because it's priority. We got Day. He's watching over on FYF Sports Debates Live. He hit the super chat. He says, "Salute. Question for the panel: can you argue Melo is the greatest offensive talent of all time?"
Hey, bro.
Nah, you laughing.
Thanks for the donation, bro. Thanks for the donation, bro.
I believe that you can.
I mean, great.
Yeah, you can. You can put an argument. That's
arguable.
You can put an argument in there.
He's not
Yeah.
greatest, though.
What would you
Carmelo
say that
in
that's
his
not
prime
even
offensively is arguable. It's arguable. I say that much.
No, it's not. Not at all.
We know it's not to you, SFM.
How? No, you explain to me then, Carmelo, because people just want to sound
because
smart.
I'm just saying in his prime, you're not going to find too many players that can score on every level of the court like he could. I mean, every which way you want it, from the post up, from the 3-point line, to off the dribble, to off the catch, he literally could score. That he had literally in his prime no weaknesses offensively, none.
Okay, there's been a lot of 3-way scores, 3-level scores.
But I'm not saying there haven't, but we talking about the ones that did it better than anybody else. I mean, Carmelo in his prime was unstoppable.
He didn't do that in the playoffs. He didn't get the scoring
say
title.
he did, but we're just talking about what his skill sets were. I'm just saying it's arguable. I don't have Carmelo as the greatest offensive player of all time, but if you're just looking at a guy that can get buckets on anybody at any time, in any which way you want it, through double teams, I mean, Carmelo got to be in the conversation. I don't believe he always gets it, but he got to be in that conversation.
But we got to get his question right, though. He didn't say player. He said talent.
No. He said offense. Offense ain't just one thing. You could
know,
better
but he didn't say
Hey, SFM.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh, hell no. Hey, I'm gone, Lamar.
Nah. Hold on.
Just got
Did you get that?
started,
I
man.
tried to do it from the
Party
desktop.
just got started, man. Come on, man.
He said player. I mean, he said talent. He didn't say
Hold on,
player.
stay right here until you get it. All right.
You got the Kobe section.
I'm trying to do it from the desktop. I got to do it from my other phone. I don't have my other phone right now.
Nigga, why you send me $1 the other day?
Hey,
That's
yo,
because I have my other phone with me.
Jim Thorpe is the greatest male athlete of all time, and so is Babe.
Hold on, we got Kendrick's B Squad with the super chat.
Hey, SFM, I don't want to hear nothing about no fucking Kobe, you heard?
Man, I was gonna say nothing.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get the super chat, y'all. Let me get the super
What?
chat.
You don't want to hear the fact?
No, not really.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get my super chats out.
Right.
Hey, yo, he said this man stole my whole flow. Jim Thorpe is the greatest male athlete of all time, and so is Babe Didrikson.
Is that Dickerson? Is that supposed to be Dickerson?
And then we got MC Robinson. He says, would you consider Jay-Z? So he went back to the rap, and I don't mind this conversation. He says, would you consider Jay-Z a top 5 rapper of all time? I got Jay-Z
yes, he is.
I got Jay-Z as the greatest rapper.
Nah, he is, but he can. But as far hold on. As far as the greatest, no, I even have Jeezy over him. No,
to me,
that's your dumbass
Jay-Z ain't fucking with Jeezy. Jay-Z ain't fucking with Jeezy. Don't do that. Don't do that. Jay-Z is not fucking with Jeezy, nigga. Don't do that.
Biggie is the greatest rapper of all time.
Go crazy.
SFM. Jeezy not even top 20 all time, bro. Are you fucking serious?
What? Jeezy not top 20 all time, nigga. You crazy?
No.
Jeezy's
top 10 solid, nigga.
Nigga, Jeezy ain't even know fucking Rick Ross. What are you talking about?
Hold on. Rick Ross. What's your top 10?
What are you laughing at, nigga?
Hold on. Stop it. Which one? Which album? Which album better? Which album?
Hold on. Anti, just tell me your top 5, and then I'm gonna get SFM's top 5.
You already know my top 5. We never went over this.
I can't remember.
Okay, Eminem. Eminem, Jay-Z, Wayne, Drake, Andre 3000.
Okay, is
that's
that
not a bad list.
Order?
That's not a bad. Okay, SFM, right. What's yours?
Number 1, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Number 2, personally my favorite, Nas. Number 3. Who that nigga?
It's getting hard.
That shit ain't hard.
Number 3, Jay-Z. Nah, I'm tripping. Number 3 is G.
Yeah, you said it right, nigga.
Nah, he in my top 5. Nah, he in my top 5. Hold on, let me finish. Number 3, Jeezy. Number 4.
That's crazy, dog.
Number 4. That's you. Number 4, Jay-Z. Number 5, 50.
You got Jeezy over Drake.
I got as a rapper, yes.
How?
Rapper.
How?
We're talking about rapping. My nigga. Come on now, stop it.
Rapping. Oh, bro, he is not over Drake. He not even over J. Cole.
I'm about to ruin this.
What's your J. Cole, bro? Stop. Listen, stop.
J. Cole better than him.
Stop it. Let's talk about. Let me ask everybody something. Was J. Cole best? Hold on. Was J. Cole best run in the 2000s or 2010s?
2010.
He wasn't even out in the 2000s. What are you talking about?
Stop it. He reached his prime in the 2010s, bro. The 2000s really is where he should have took off, bro.
J. Cole wasn't even out in the 2000s.
Early.
Yo, this is my top 5.
Hey, SFM, bro, I don't know what you be talking about sometimes.
Man, J. Cole not in my top 5, bro. J. Cole not in my top 5. That ain't no shit that I'm jamming around.
Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. Hold on.
Number 1 though. That's crazy to me.
I'm gonna keep it in Atlanta, bro. Hold up, I ain't even got to go outside. I'm gonna keep it in Atlanta. Is Jeezy even better than T.I.?
Fuck no.
Exactly.
Nigga, what the fuck? Is you crazy? Nigga, is you crazy? Nigga, yes. What the fuck?
I ain't gonna lie.
What the fuck? Hey, listen. If it was a bunch of black folks around, nigga, in down south, nigga, if you was to play T.I. or Jeezy, nigga, people gonna recite more Jeezy songs than they is T.I. nigga.
I guarantee you they won't.
I guarantee they will, nigga. I guarantee you they will, nigga.
Bro, stop it, dog.
Stop it, nigga. Stop it,
son.
Yo, this is my top 5, real quick.
You know, Lamont, you're welcome for that $20, by the way.
Who sent that?
I did.
Hold on. Oh, you Kendrick B Squad. How come you didn't tell me, man?
To be honest, man, Jeezy arguably the GOAT.
Yo, can I say my top 5?
I kind of
did. This nigga said Jeezy is arguably the GOAT. Bro, stop, bro.
After 2000s.
Hey,
bro, stop.
I definitely appreciate that. You be coming through heavy, though.
Yeah, because I don't want.
I ain't gonna lie. You be coming through heavy. I ain't gonna lie. Salute, man.
Of course I do. I'm the hardest worker. I'm the greatest male athlete of all time.
All right.
To be honest, nigga, Lil Baby over T.I., nigga. Stop it, nigga. I don't want to hear that
nigga,
shit.
Lil Baby over Jeezy, nigga. Fuck you mean?
No, nigga.
Hold on.
Lil Baby over Jeezy, nigga.
And nah, man, I'm tired of these old ass niggas. We talking about that nigga Young Boy in my top 10 for shit show. NBA Young Boy is one of the greatest rappers of all time. Top 10, nigga. Solidified. Put his resume. Look, put that nigga resume to a nigga resume that's been in the game 20 years.
This nigga done bumped his motherfucking head.
No. Everybody listen. No, Lamont, listen. Put his resume just in 6-7 years compared to, you will put this resume in 5 years compared to a nigga that's been in the game 20 years, nigga. I bet his shit gonna shit on them, nigga. Go check it, nigga. Numbers don't lie. Album sales don't lie. Breaking records don't lie. Going platinum. Going having platinum 3-4 times. Don't lie, nigga.
You go line. What NBA Young Boy album went platinum? I'll wait.
Hold on. I'm finna tell you.
What NBA Young Boy album went platinum? I'll wait.
I'm finna tell you.
Now you should know.
Hold on.
We have technology to help us out.
Yo, so my top 5 consists of, listen, Biggie is number 1. I got Jay number 2. Nas.
You got who number 1?
Jay.
Biggie.
How?
He's the greatest rapper of all time. What are you talking about?
Oh, fuck
he's not. Nigga, what the fuck?
Bro, I'm so tired of y'all niggas, bro.
Oh my god.
The only reason y'all niggas even got Biggie in y'all top 5 because he died, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
You got Eminem number 1. You got Eminem number 1.
The stats to back it the
this
fuck
nigga got
up, nigga.
Eminem number 1. Who got Eminem number 1?
Hold on,
y'all.
Let's go one at a time, y'all. Because
hey, SFM, this is my thing, bro. I hate when niggas talk about M because this is my thing. Name your best rapper. You feel like your best rapper, your top 5, right? Can these niggas get in the booth and out rap Eminem? Can they do that?
Yep. Yes. What are you talking about?
No. I'm gonna be honest. No. I'm gonna be honest. No. Can I respond? I'm gonna respond back to that. Nah. Let's be honest. We ain't expect that white boy to come out like that on that verse with Wayne.
Hold on, but you know what? I think there's a difference.
Wayne in that verse.
Hold on, there's a difference between being a good lyricist, which we know Eminem's a great lyricist.
Eminem has everything, bro.
No. But then you also have to go with production value and music that I could just sit down and vibe out to. I feel like a guy like Jeezy has more songs I could sit down and just rock out to than Eminem. But Eminem is probably the better lyricist.
Bro.
Eminem's the better lyricist.
That's what I'm saying.
Eminem is the greatest white rapper of all time.
Eminem is the best rapper of all time.
He's the best white rapper.
He's the best rapper.
He's not better than Biggie, bro. Come on, bro.
Nobody's really riding around.
Biggie put out 2 fucking albums.
Come on, bro. He's not better than Jay-Z. He's not better than Nas.
Hey, who had the best verse on that on Renegade?
Eminem.
Hold on. When y'all say top,
who had the best verse on Renegade?
When y'all say best, y'all talking about best lyricists or just like all around?
No, I mean you gotta take all that into account, bro.
Because if you saying lyricist, then all right, yeah, cool. But if you saying
he's not even better than LL Cool J. Come on now.
Get the fuck out of here.
Come on, bro.
I'll listen to
you said LL Cool J, bro. Stop, bro.
I listen to T.I. before I listen to Eminem. If you saying all around.
He said LL Cool J.
Yeah, bro. This is my thing with M, bro. And I ain't.
Hey, hold on. I got
said before, bro. It ain't too. Like you can name niggas that he didn't. You can name your best niggas. He didn't got on the track with Jay-Z. Ate his ass up. He done got on the track with Nas. Ate his ass up. He done got on the track with Wayne. Ate his ass up. Got on the track with Drake. Kanye. Ate all their ass up.
Yeah,
you can't tell me, bro,
that. Of course, M's going to be better than Drake and Kanye. Of course,
here's the thing. Here's the problem, though. The song, like, I wouldn't have cared. Like, if that song that Eminem did with Jay-Z, Renegade, if it was just an Eminem song, like, I don't know if he would have had the production value there to make it listenable.
Listen to it.
Like Jay-Z made Renegade, like people listened to Renegade because it was Jay-Z first, and Eminem was just featured.
No, it was. Hold on. Do you know who produced that track?
No.
Eminem.
Why are you yelling?
Wait, hold on. That's the
God damn, your voice loud, man.
Jay-Z made it then, because I wasn't there listening to it for no
Bro,
Eminem.
Eminem produced the track and rapped on it. Don't stop lying, bro.
Please, I'll listen to
and he rapped on it by himself. It would
Bro,
not be.
hey, look, this shit crazy.
Hold on. The reason why it's even big is because it's Jay-Z's song. Eminem just featured.
The reason that song was so popular because of Jay-Z.
No, because the beat.
Wow.
No. Listen. Stop giving Jay-Z credit like that, my nigga. No, nigga. Stop. Y'all not finna do that. Even with that song, listen, for most of his features, for a lot of his features, nigga, he didn't have the best verse. That song that he owned with Pimp C, the Pimp Anthem, he didn't have the best verse on that hoe, nigga. Pimp C ran that. No, he did it, nigga. No, he did it, nigga. No, he did it, nigga.
I never said nothing.
That was Pimp shit, nigga.
I never said nothing about who got the best verse. I'm saying the Renegade song.
Eminem's not even better than Tupac.
The Renegade song. Hold on.
Bro,
If it was an Eminem only song, that would have probably been popular for like a year or two. Everybody would have forgot about that shit.
Cap, I call bullshit on that, bro.
Okay, hold on.
You know what?
What's your favorite Eminem song of all time? What's the number one song of all time?
Like niggas ain't riding around cranking.
It's a bunch of them. I just ain't got one favorite. That fucking what you call it? The album where he did like Recovery.
And he a fan.
Recovery was my shit, nigga.
Fuck out of here. You a fan? You don't even know it.
But listen. Can we give a credit to this young man? This man, NBA YoungBoy, just tied. Let me finish. He just tied Jay-Z with the 5th most charting album on the Billboard Top 100. Okay, let me say this. I'm gonna say this. Then look at this. Let me say this. YoungBoy never broke again. It's the first hip hop artist with #1 albums in each of the past 3 years: 2019, 2020, and 2021. This nigga ain't even been in the game 10 years. Been in it, already tied with this nigga Jay-Z in most Billboard. Listen, he's passing up a bunch of niggas. Birdman even said he's probably gonna be the biggest rapper to ever live, nigga. He's gonna be the biggest rapper to ever live. Mark my words.
He would never be bigger than Drake or Eminem. Stop it, bro.
Bro, stop it. Eminem, bro.
He's a mumble rapper, bro.
Bro, stop it, bro.
Who's a mumble rapper?
Eminem.
Whoever got Young Jeezy in their top 5, they don't need to kill themselves, but they just need to die tonight.
No. He's not in my top 5. No. He's not in. Listen. He's not in my top 5 right now. But he's in my top 10 because even right now, his resume, you could put his resume up to a nigga that's been in the game 20 years. He's
hold on. Who you saying? Who you talking about? NBA YoungBoy?
Yes, nigga. This is
hold on. Let me ask you a question. Do you got NBA YoungBoy over J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar?
Huh?
Do you have NBA YoungBoy over J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar?
Yes, nigga. What the fuck, nigga? Yes, nigga. The fuck? He already listen. Especially over J. Cole. Like, what the fuck? Like,
oh my fucking god, bro!
Stop it. You can say he's a better soulful rapper, my nigga, but he don't get the club jumping and shit, nigga. Y'all boy gonna get that.
They saying in the chat that Recovery is one of Eminem's worst albums.
That's cap. One of his worst albums was Relapse. Relapse is his worst album.
Anything after the
Eminem's worst albums.
Don't even start on how overrated Drake is.
Recovery is one of his best albums, bro.
Nah, Drake top 10, bro. Y'all tripping, bro. Nigga said Drake
top 10, bro.
How can Drake be top 10 with
but y'all tripping on Eminem? Eminem is debatable.
Is Eminem worst album?
Everybody's list debatable.
They got Recovery at number 7, man.
That's not good.
Yeah, anything after the Eminem show is.
He only got 7 fucking albums. What do you mean?
It wasn't like that.
They said all these are better. They said they got Relapse.
Like everything after the Eminem.
Relapse definitely ain't better. And Marshall Mathers 2 ain't even better, bro.
Hey, Pac got to be in the top 5 though. Everybody top 5.
Tupac is
no. Pac ain't in my top 5.
But you niggas is crazy.
Tupac is the greatest West Coast rapper of all time.
He's not even from the West Coast, nigga. He's from up north, nigga. He's from New York.
He's from Baltimore.
He's not even from West.
He's from Baltimore.
That nigga from up north.
He's the best West Coast rapper.
He came down to the West Coast and made you niggas go against the battle. Fighting up north. That's crazy.
Wait, what?
Tupac isn't even better than Kendrick.
What the
What?
fuck?
Stop it, nigga. This nigga's crazy. He's not. Kendrick ain't fucking with me.
He's
Hey
not
man,
more
I'm done.
lyrical.
I'm
He's
done.
not more lyrical than Kendrick Lamar. He's not more lyrical.
I'll take Tupac.
Tupac wasn't lyrical at all.
Listen. Still to this day, the best Kendrick Lamar version ever. I still haven't got off this. Is ADHD Kendrick Lamar. That's still the best version. Poetic justice, all that shit.
Kendrick Lamar is
that was
better than Prodigy.
that's the best version of him.
If you talking about,
I don't know why y'all people overrate Tupac and Biggie, but I think they both.
The two greatest rappers,
especially Biggie, bro.
Biggie, not Tupac.
Are the greatest rappers.
Biggie was hard too, though.
Because they were popular.
How do y'all say Pac was lyrical? Pac's rhymes were so simple.
I told somebody that shit, bro. They talking about you lying.
Pac was not lyrical, bro.
Pac was not lyrical, bro.
If y'all want to base lyrical on metaphors and different stuff like that, then no.
He was a good storyteller.
He wasn't
exactly. He was a good storyteller.
No, it ain't. But it's how you.
Pac, when Pac rhymed, it was more like he was telling a freaking movie. That's what Pac was.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
More emotional and passionate words. That's
it's not. No, everybody don't articulate things the same, bro. Just because they might be kind of rapping with the same type of feel, bro, but everybody ain't got the same type of feeling across people like Tupac did, bro. It's the way he said shit. It's the way he delivered it. It's the way he delivered it. It's the way he delivered it. In a lot of those songs that was his, he put them out at the right time that people needed, bro. You feel me? Black people needed shit like that. You feel me?
So basically, you saying he catered to black people.
NWA was doing the same thing. I'm pretty sure people say, yeah, bro, we need these guys. NWA, Eazy-E, yeah, they were speaking real shit, bro.
It was.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of y'all rappers.
Man, them niggas talking about fuck the police. I ain't gonna do nothing to the motherfucking police, man. I don't give a fuck about what them niggas talking about, man. Them niggas ain't gonna slap shit.
Eazy-E is better than Tupac.
What?
Tupac is actually better.
Hey, Eazy-E hard.
And I fuck with Eazy.
Hey, the smoking on chronic and picnic. Now you think you're bigger, but to me you ain't nothing but a bitch ass nigga that ain't worth the food step. In that death row, I heard you get treated like food. Well, that's my shit. Hey, Eazy hard.
I got super chat.
Not gonna lie.
I got a super chat. He said MC Robinson says NWA or Wu-Tang, which is better?
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang is
Wu-Tang. I'm going with the Wu-Tang. I ain't gonna lie. I'm going with the Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I'm going.
I tell you one thing. I bet nobody ain't want to fight Wu-Tang.
NWA really only got one album. So you got to go with Wu-Tang.
Man, ain't nobody want to fight Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang hard.
But Ice Cube would slay everybody from Wu-Tang. That's the thing.
Okay, Dr. J with Easy
Too many people. It was too many people in Wu-Tang. We're about 100 of them.
Yeah, I know who else I fuck with too. I fuck with Mobb Deep too.
Yep, Mobb Deep. Shook One's part.
I fuck with the Locks.
Nah, I would take the Locks. The Locks could see Wu-Tang.
The Locks was awesome.
The Locks could see.
Hold on, the Locks over Mobb Deep?
Yes.
I just
ain't gonna lie, I did like the Locks though. They was nice. I did like.
Money Power respect.
I do.
Bro, Money Power respect is way better than Shook One.
No, it's not.
No, it's not, nigga. What the fuck?
I love that song, but it's not better than Shook Ones. I love that song, but it's not better than Shook Ones.
I don't know about all that.
Shook Ones is up there, but I'm taking.
It's a walk going on. No man can hide from.
You got to take the Locks over Mobb Deep.
Real.
Mobb Deep or EPMD. Who y'all choosing?
I'm gonna take Mobb. I haven't listened to EPMD all that.
Well, the one that says you got to chill.
Yeah.
But it's cool.
Mobb Deep, though.
But the greatest rap group of all time, it just hands down, we can't deny it, is the Migos. Can't take it from. Yes, they still the greatest rap group of all time. Can't deny history.
You gotta
yes, can't deny history. None of that.
Listen, ain't better than Outkast, nigga.
Okay. Let me say this to all y'all right here. Something that y'all, I see what type of people y'all listen to music. I'm open to music. I will go back and listen to some shit from the 70s. I'm in tune with Temptations, all that shit. I just like music. Look, I just like music. You feel me, bro? Y'all niggas, y'all not y'all not trying to change with the music and adapt to what the fuck is going on, bro. No. Don't say that because y'all got people that was in y'all era that's trying to adapt to the music right now. Lil Wayne even to try to change up his flow a little bit to try to adapt to the music right now. He said he don't have no problem with the music that's right now. It's just that y'all steady stuck in the past and feeling like things is not supposed to. Y'all feel like things is not supposed to evolutionize.
In my generation,
y'all act like things is not supposed to evolutionize.
Bro, I don't give a fuck how much evolution you talking about, dog. Migos would never be the best fucking rap group of all time. Stop it, bro.
Listen. You can say what you can say what we want. But when that's come up to conversation, they gonna ask about who has the most hits as a rap group.
Migos is not even better than
who got the most hits as a rap group? Who got the most hits as a rap group?
Okay.
Okay.
I got Griselda over them niggas.
The culture, nigga. The culture, nigga.
I put Griselda over the Amigos.
Y'all niggas listen. I hate this. Y'all niggas want to come out. Y'all want trying to listen to my nigga Chief Keef in 2012. My nigga came out with Loving Like Sosa. You feel me? Y'all want trying to adapt to Young Thug.
Did this nigga just say Chief Keef?
Listen. No. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. No. I'm just telling you. No. Y'all want trying to adapt to the music. Listen. When the music started changing is when Chief Keef came into play in 2012. That's when the music started changing. Believe it, whether you like it.
He just introduced the style. He didn't change the culture.
Who? You say what? You say what?
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you.
Hold on. Make that pre what?
I said drill music did not change the whole culture. It was a new. It was a new music. It was a new sound.
Hold up.
Bro.
Let me say something.
No.
Niggas in the West Coast
drill music changed the culture, nigga. I've seen it. I've seen it.
It's all about kids thinking that
you might be right because I never listened to drill music, dog. Because
I've seen it.
A nigga like me, I came up off mixtape Wayne, dog, and that was some of my best. That was some of his best work, bro. I came up off mixtape Wayne.
Okay,
so like that
you know how Wayne was influenced on y'all?
I ain't listen to no drill rap because Wayne was killing shit. Everything Wayne put his motherfucking hands on that year, bro. Killing shit.
Listen. The poppin' person pills in the drill music in the future talking about Percocet and Chief Keef coming out with his drill scene and Young Thug came out with this new flow that nobody ever heard. That right there, that changed the music, bro. That changed
today.
I don't listen to Young Thug. I'm not giving Young Thug. I'm not saying Young Thug is good. I'm just yes. That's what started happening. That's what started happening. That's what started happening. But y'all don't want to adapt to change.
It's just a new style. It didn't change.
You right, nigga.
No, that's
a new style.
Bro, y'all want no drill shit, nigga. Who was talking that drill shit, nigga? Real talk, nigga. Who was talking that drill shit?
You got people in the UK. You got people in France and overseas.
Who got time to
drill?
Man, who was talking that drill shit before 2012? Because the year 2012 and 2011 when it popped off, nigga. Who was talking that drill shit?
Stupid.
So let me get this straight. Drill music had more influence over auto-tune.
You say what?
Hell yeah.
Auto-tune changed the game.
Still doing
No, auto-tune just started coming more and play in today's generation. It's always been
it wasn't, nigga. No, nigga, I used to do that shit back in the blues. What are you talking about?
These niggas doing it like every other artist, nigga. This shit is normal. These niggas, okay. Like this nigga, young, like if y'all ever listen to Lil Baby music or something, sometimes like when he have to harmonize on, like if he doing a verse, he gonna use auto-tune for shit like that. You feel me? To make his voice sound better. Yeah, Young Boy and them, they do the same thing. Lil Durk. I left out Durk. I don't know how the fuck I left out Durk.
Artists, bro. It's a way to harmonize your voice now to make you sound better.
But anyway.
You guys got nothing on John Cena.
Nah, what you call it? I think Stu was like, what you call it? Drill music got more influence than auto-tune. Hell yeah.
Naughty by Nature is better than Migos. Come on, bro.
No, they know what the fuck.
They are.
He's stuck in the
Stop it.
90s.
No, they're not.
Nah, he's stuck in the 90s. He talking about 90s
Stop it.
basketball. He
Stop
talking
it.
about
But
90s.
hold up, you gonna tell me
Talking about the greatest rap group of all time. They're gonna go down as the greatest rap group of all
Hey,
time.
man, Doug, how great is this? Hit a nigga with a left, hit him with a right. I'm another pussy out like
Fight night.
Then Hannah
Hey,
Montana.
hold on, what about this? What about this? Hold on, what about this? I got the, hold on, what about this? Hold on, I got one for you. Chinatown, young rich nigga. I got
we not doing this, bro.
Bro, the only thing I like from the Migos was
Y'all
that
don't
Ric
know about this
Flair.
shit.
I ain't gonna lie, that Ric Flair went hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's the only one I like.
Hold on. If we gonna keep it 100, if we want to talk about like who got the most influence, I think Drill do, but it's a lot of them, that old Memphis shit, like 3 6 Mafia and shit. I think they got like an influence.
No, not like they got the influence. Not on no level like that, bro. Not on no level like that.
Migos got their flow from 3 6.
Listen, I remember when it wasn't just Chief Keef. Everybody knew, but before Chief Keef, you was hearing that nigga Lil JoJo out of Chicago. You was hearing him first. When that shit popped off in 2020, bro, you had niggas from everywhere said they was BDK. They claiming they Chicago, bro. Chicago drill changed the game, bro. Simple, bro. Nobody. Let me say this. Nobody openly started. I'm finna let you talk. Nobody openly just started talking about like streets. Like I'm talking about just don't give a fuck about street shit that's really going on. Just openly, like freely, don't give a fuck until drill music came into play. But it was real. But it was real. It was real because it was real. Because one thing we did not see before, we didn't see 12, 30 niggas in a video with a 10, 11 ARs on the fucking block.
So Gucci Man didn't want doing that shit in Atlanta.
You feel me? It's just the change. It's the change of color. That's when the drill came in. Now tell me when you
Gucci Man was doing
Gucci Man didn't want doing that shit in Atlanta, SFM.
But Gucci was
okay, but Gucci wasn't on no drill shit. His music, he was on some hustle shit. He talking about no real shit in hip hop, bro. He was. I get that. But he talking about mostly bando talk. He'll let you know.
Gucci made trap music.
Hold on, SFM. Hold on, I'm gonna give you this. The only thing drill rap made popular, bro, was this dead ops shit. They started dissing their dead ops and rapping about their dead ops. That's the only thing they made famous in rap, bro. That's it.
It's a whole lot of shit. It's not just dissing.
No, that's all they made famous in hip hop and rap, nigga. Dissing their dead ops and their song.
Okay. Hold on. I gotta ask all the
smoking on Tuka and shit like that.
Wayne babies. Okay, I gotta ask the Lil Wayne babies. Let me ask y'all something. Lil Wayne babies. What effect did Wayne have on y'all generation?
What do you mean, nigga? You see mostly Wayne motherfucking clothes right now. What are you talking about?
I know the effect he did. What effect did he have?
Bro, you see Wayne affected the culture to the point, but he made it pop. The tattoos all over your body, on your face, and all that. That's Wayne.
Yeah, okay. Now I give you that. I give you that. That nigga Lil Wayne.
Most of these niggas are Wayne clothes, bro.
That nigga Lil Wayne got a hard verse. He said about like 2 years ago. He said, tattoos on your face, dreads. He like, I'm looking at the whole world like, what's up, twin? He said, I'm looking at the whole world like, what's up, twin? Who started that? Dreadlocks and tattoos on your face. I was like, this nigga Wayne crazy. But nah, he ain't lying. But
Wayne introduced a whole rhyming style to the game that everybody takes, bro.
No. What Wayne mostly introduced was a look, bro, more than anything, bro. Was a look more than anything.
What is Drake without Wayne?
And niggas that tried to duplicate that look was niggas like Young Thug and Future. But them niggas, they don't rap nothing like Lil Wayne. They just try to duplicate a look, my nigga. Lil Wayne was
the metaphor bars that Wayne came out with on the mixtapes, bro. It changed.
Bro, that's what I said. I came up off mixtape.
Lil Wayne raised the whole.
I know Wayne to go. I got Wayne to go.
Hold on, punchlines, metaphors.
Who is the best kid rapper of all time? Like, who's the best?
Hold on, what age is between with your kid? Like, kid.
I would say from 12 to probably 16.
Young boy, NBA young boy.
He asked though, but
No, but NBA young boy shit on. Listen. most of the niggas that came from up north, young boy already better than most of them niggas.
Do you think NBA
sorry.
Youngboy would do anything in the 90s when there was nothing but lyrical talent?
Listen. Okay, that's okay. That's
hold on.
cool.
You talk.
That's
Hold on.
cool.
I got a question.
Lyrical is not gonna always win you this battle. That's what y'all don't
right.
get.
I got a question.
Nobody
So
give a
SFM,
fuck
I got a
about
question.
yo rhyming ass. Like
I got a question, SFM. SFM, I got a question. Who you taking over NBA YoungBoy and Kevin Gates?
Come on, is you serious right now?
Yes.
Is you dead ass serious?
Yes.
Bro, listen, I fuck with Gates, but come on, now Gates. If we talking about Louisiana and we talking about, let's say, the
Gates,
top five.
let's
say we talking about the top five. Let's say the top
NBA
five
Youngboy.
rappers out of Louisiana. He's not even top 3.
NBA
Let's be
Youngboy
real.
fan base
Let's
is
be
crazy.
real. He's not even top 3.
Yeah, I've never heard of.
Can I interest you in something? Hold up.
Young boy top 3 though. You're gonna either say he's one. He's the only. If we come to Louisiana, the only artist he's behind in Louisiana out his state is Lil Wayne. That's it.
Nah, son, I got Gates over here.
I got young boy.
Okay. Resume don't say that.
You like
the resume do not say that.
But the
The
numbers
resume
don't
say the young boy already ran mouth.
What you say, Lamar?
I'm saying the numbers. No, it's gonna be hard for any active rapper right now to compete with Young Boy numbers.
I'm trying to tell them, Lamar, they don't understand.
Young Boy fan base is ridiculous.
Numbers he has, he's still.
Y'all might like other people's.
No,
like,
we talking about all time numbers, nigga.
I'm not a fan of his sound. I like a few songs here and there, but I still gotta. If I'm ranking them and I'm being fair, that Young Boy damn near 1-2 right now with the best of the best right now out of active rappers.
No, it's been like for 4 straight years like
his
that.
His numbers
it's been like
that. He got the biggest fan base out of everybody.
That's what's up.
It's been like that for 4 years, Lamont. Lamont, he's been the number. He was the number 1 artist on YouTube for 3 straight years, nigga. He was the number 1 on 3 straight years, nigga.
3 straight years.
Nah, he right, bro. Like when it come to that, I still don't even understand how his fan base is so crazy, dog. Because, and I'm from New Orleans, so like, and I tried to get into his music. I'm like, bro, I really can't get into that nigga like that,
I couldn't get into it either, but.
Nah, y'all not listening. Y'all listening to. I think y'all like what y'all listening to? Like y'all gotta listen. He got some shit
I listen to. Like I listened to his whole album with Kevin. Now, if you ask me, I think he's a more melanated. I think he's a more melodic, harmonizing ass Kevin Gates.
Well, hold on. Wait, hold on. You said you listened to that whole album with Kevin Gates. What did he say?
Yeah,
young nigga from the trenches never had a hard real drug dealer. What, man? Come on, man. Hey,
I said I listened to the whole. You wait.
That was dope to y'all.
The man, he kept going on the verse, man. What you talking about?
Look,
I put the dick down on Shorty. I've been serving Ron
nigga making money. He feeding his family, but top 10.
I am who you say I am.
I can't put him over Lil Bootsy as a rapper. Man, you got Lil Wayne. You got Kevin Gates. Y'all don't like Juvie?
Bootsy is not over Young Boy.
Then you got Soulja Slim.
Not over Young Boy.
Juvie just too old for y'all, or y'all forgot about Juvie?
What you mean?
It's not Juvie a legend, dog. Like that's legend talk. You talking about
Bootsy better than Webby?
They legends, bro.
Is Bootsy better than Webby, nigga? Answer that.
Hell yeah. Hold on. Who actually is Bootsy better than Webby?
Is Bootsy better than Webby?
I'm gonna keep it a bean. Before Bootsy went to jail, it was Webby.
Come on, now.
Hold on. I ain't gonna lie.
Before Bootsy went to jail, Webby had him, bro.
Prime Webby, prime Bootsy, bro. It's Webby.
Prime Webby had that nigga, bro.
Webby still got one of the hardest songs out with Bun B.
Talking about red truck, blue truck, green truck, black truck, Suburban, Excursion, that top. Bucket, a cousin. Hey, Webby was that nigga, bro.
Yeah, 2009, Webby was.
How you ride?
Webby got more hits than Bootsy, but we talk
about. Yeah, that's why I said. You say peak Webby or peak Bootsy. I'm gonna go with peak Webby.
If you talking about making a hit song, yeah, but if you talking about all around, I got Bootsy.
Couple shots of Hennessy. Let it get you groovy. Do your thing.
I'ma do me.
Comment will cook all these foods.
You got a room key. Ain't like you auditioning for a video or movie.
I go with Juvie. I put
a big fat ass nice day. Why she moving?
You got Soulja Slim. You got Juvie. You got bro. And like.
Y'all forgetting about BG. Y'all from Louisiana. Y'all forgot BG.
Who?
Nah, BG wasn't really like. He put out a decent mixtape, Heart of the Streets.
Yo,
But he wouldn't win in that conversation like that.
listen, when a nigga like Birdman, listen, a nigga like Birdman that has had the greatest rap CEO of all time, that has had Drake, he has had Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, Tyga, Juvenile, all that. When a nigga like that say the young boy is probably gonna be the biggest rap star of all time, talking about just big. You can't deny it, my nigga.
He would never pass Eminem, bro.
None of us mentioned Ice Cube.
Yes, he will, bro. Stop it, bro. Yes, he will, bro. Just look at it. What he's on right now.
You got hold on. You got Cash Money over Death Row?
Oh yes,
nigga, yes, nigga. What?
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. What you laughing at, Mike?
Oh my God,
nigga, Death Row ain't fucking.
Hold on. I don't think you understand Cash Money resume, nigga.
I think he don't either. I think he don't.
I think he understand Cash Money.
I really think y'all don't. Nobody did it better than Birdman. Birdman is the greatest. Y'all don't know it when it comes to CEO shit, nigga.
Hold on, y'all don't have better producers. Cash Money ain't got better producers.
It don't matter about producers.
Listen. Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj. I don't even gotta go on. You already through. You already through. I don't even have to go on. You already. Hold on. Don't forget. Young Boy is signed to Cash Money too. Just signed last year. Yeah, I'm already through. I'm not going. I'm not keep going.
You ain't winning this one, bro.
Nah, at all. You can't win this one.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. If you had it, you gonna take Drake, Nicki, and